Welcome to RealmSmith's live D&D sessions. We're so glad to have you here. In this room, just last night, we recorded our first live stream with a limited audience just to try and work out some of the kinks and iron out some of the technical issues. But it's just a bunch of my friends in a garage in this very room playing some good old D&D. We have David Morin, who is a gnome rogue. We have Brandon Perkins, who plays a half-orc fighter. We have Todd Harris, who plays a wood elf ranger, and Jeff Roney, who plays a silver dragonborn paladin. Behind the camera, Joel helps us to keep it all together. You'll see him on the stream as well. Make sure to check out YouTube/RealmSmith or Twitch.tv/RealmSmith as well. You may recognize us from some of our tutorial videos, and you'll see some of the set pieces and the terrain that we'll not only create on our tutorial, but then we'll use in our live session. And then in our live session, we'll let you know how we built it as well, and answer all your questions, and love to have you a part of it. Stay tuned, strap in, here we go. Looking forward to many more. Last time we left off, you guys were on a quest as such to restore the Ordning for giant kind. Throughout all of your travels, you have come in contact with all manner of giants in their fight to gain ground, as it were, in the ladder of the giant kind world. As you guys stand, you just had a battle. Do you guys remember exactly what happened?
Sure.
Todd?
We were on track to try to rescue or do reconnaissance for Jinx's sister, who had been kidnapped by frost giants. Well on track, we had a sense that something was amiss. 5 giants, 5, 4?
Yeah, 5.
5 popped out from hiding, had built sort of like
ambushed,
covert, sort of like dug trenches, buried themselves, jumped out, and attacked us. Battle ensued. Another frost giant who was hunting down other giants essentially came not so much to our aid, but was after these frost giants, and it worked out for our benefit.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
And I'll just say my ranger killed 2 of the giants.
I didn't. Some of us may have softened them up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. If you remember correctly, you also have 2 companions. You have, you had 3 companions. You did have 4. Agrax, who is your cousin, who is a male dragonborn. Wiry, noble type, who is your squire, as well as your 2...
well, those are my retainers, aren't they?
Yeah, and 2 retainers. So you have Agrax, who's your noble. Then you have Urzath, who is also a male silver dragonborn. They all are. He's kind of the stocky type, and you know that he has skills in blacksmithing and armor smithing and all that stuff, as well as Isa, who is the female, who's a bit more meager, thin-built dragonborn, who is more of a seamstress and will help with some of the more kind of menial tasks that arise. As well, you had Cyric, who was flattened by a frost giant when he was stepped on during the battle. That said, you were supposed to, and you were in the midst of, do you remember what you guys were in the midst of doing for Cyric as part of your next quest?
Looking for his dad. Well, we were bringing him to a city whose name I don't recall. Waterdeep.
No, sorry, Luskin. Sorry.
Luskin, of course, yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
He had asked to be taken to Luskin because he's being tracked by frost giants. You guys didn't know necessarily why, and now you never will because he's dead.
Yeah. Good storyline.
Yeah, exactly. You guys all have mounts, all horses, except for Vor has a crag cat who he has tamed, who isn't 100% tamed yet, but he's getting there, as well as Jeff's mount, Steve, the steed. Who is...
Five Steve.
Anyway, whatever.
Who is what, Jeff? What is he?
He is a guard drake.
Yes, he is a guard drake.
Well, he did summon Steve.
He did summon Steve. His
Yes.
name is Steve. I summoned Steve, he said.
I think when Steve
Like
dissipates
a
and I summon him again, I might not call him Steve again.
Oh no, that's got to stay.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Okay.
All right. So after the dust settles,
And I have a mastiff.
and you have a mastiff. That's right. Not a
Yes.
horse. That's right. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting
That's
about your
right.
dog.
Yeah. Looks
Your
like
pup.
Lassie.
Yeah.
All right. Have you named him yet?
Peppers. No.
All right. So as you guys sit around, the dust has settled from battle, and you're all a little battle weary. But Harshnag, obviously, the frost giant who came to your aid, helped greatly in defeating the giants.
Yeah.
And now sits quite wounded and tired. And you guys had started a conversation regarding
I had
your
just
situation.
cured him.
You did cure him.
Some meager
Yeah.
HP.
Yes, you did.
I was ready to shoot him
Yeah, you were.
because I
You were ready.
didn't really like him.
Yeah, well, you guys have been basically attacking frost giants this whole time and hunted by frost
I thought they were
giants.
crazy
so
to defend this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
How much did you
And I
heal for?
reminded you of Zephyros.
Who is Zephyros?
Cloud giant.
Yeah, he's
For
a
the
good,
sake of the
good,
viewers at home.
good
Uh,
cloud giant.
A good cloud
A
giant
good
that
cloud
has
giant.
aided us in our
Yeah,
travels.
yeah, definitely
Yes.
not a frost giant. It's important there.
Clearly.
Yes.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
All right.
How much healing did you give the frost giant?
I'm going to say like 2,000 points.
At least. At least.
Minimum.
I
think
think
it's
I'll
close to
hold
like
off on the
1900.
healing lay on hands
Give or
a little
take
bit.
1,994
Yeah,
points.
okay, so mine's
Right.
not going to make a difference. That's
Yeah.
fine.
All right. So you guys all sit. You're having a conversation. He has just also told you. You guys had a brief conversation regarding kind of why you were doing what you were doing. You revealed a little bit of the information. Didn't go too deep. At which point he told you that King Hecaton, who is the king of the storm giants, who stands at the top of the order, has been taken, has been kidnapped, and nobody knows why. And
Or by
that,
whom?
or by whom? What he says is this. He says, it has been some time I have been hunting the ice giants, but I don't know what happened to Hecaton yet, but I'm trying to find out.
What leads do you have?
Not many. I just kill frost giants till they tell me more.
Is he a gypsy frost giant? Is that why you don't have access?
Yes, yes, he's a
Okay,
gypsy
just
frost
wanted
giant.
to
Yeah, yeah.
Can
On
I
the side,
haggle
yeah.
with him for some goods?
Can you?
Yeah, I was going to haggle with him. But
Yeah, no.
okay, just carry on.
We abandoned that line of logic.
All right.
So what brings you this time, round this way?
Well, Jenks, do you want to tell him about your sister?
Well, we were going home because I was expecting to be knighted by my family.
Maybe leave out the reason why.
We're searching for my sister, who's been kidnapped by frost giants. Obviously different from you because you aided us, whereas they're only concerned with wanton terror and destroying us.
Well, yes, it's true. My understanding is I see that a large group of frost giants came through here. Not long, maybe 2 days. Maybe a day and a half, 2 days ago.
Do you know what direction they were headed in?
So, in the direction you're heading,
Right.
I imagine. That is where they go.
Could you track them?
Well, I could try. Can you track them?
I've been tracking them.
Well, there you go.
Do you think it would be wise for a group like us to chase this group of giants?
They have your sister. You did pretty well. I mean, I can't say, but I had to help you. But you can hold your own. I'm surprised for little guys like you.
We do all right.
Yeah, well, you know.
We don't get called little very often.
Not too often.
Well, compared to me.
In-game, Dave. In-game.
Oh, there it is.
Jinx, is there anything we should do about your brethren that were tied to the shields of the ones we killed?
It is too late for them now. It's not going to be an issue. Let us press forward.
All right.
He says, what about that one down there? He doesn't look so good. And he points to the Cyric, who is in a bloody heap.
There's not much we can do for him now.
We could bury him.
We could, but there's no way to bring him back?
Have you got a shovel?
Game question,
Sure.
right? He's an NPC, but the same rule dynamics apply to an NPC as a PC?
I would say
no?
that you would treat this as you would if you were a real person. So in
So
this
he's
scenario,
doing saving throws.
You don't know. You
Okay.
just think about it as if McGill would, right? If there's anything I can do to help him,
Okay.
he looks dead, who knows?
I am going to, I go over and I'm going to do cure wounds.
Okay.
To see if I can bring him back.
Okay.
So as an in-game mechanic, you can be crushed and still brought back.
The snow was soft.
Hmm?
The snow was soft, I guess.
Okay.
And from an in-game perspective?
Yeah.
Well, as a PC, you can be resurrected
Sharp jagged.
if you're completely dead, but you take saving throws. And so as long as you are healed before those saving throws, you're basically bleeding out.
Right.
To the point where your heart stops is when you die.
No, I've noticed that he is dead.
You went over
From
there
a-
and he
from a
wasn't
check.
moving and he didn't seem to be breathing.
But that's no different than when we've been in our bleed counts.
True.
Well, you go unconscious and then you're bleeding out at that point.
Yeah.
So your
So
heart's
we're still
slowing.
breathing.
Yeah, so your
He's
heart
not
is beating.
breathing. Okay,
Yeah.
then I'm not going
Okay.
to... That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
All right.
toxic.
Yeah.
So he's a frozen pancake.
Yeah.
Do we not have any necromancers in the party?
Not I.
Okay.
Well,
Alas, poor Cedric.
his
Sure,
last
see.
moments
Cedric,
were
Close though.
glad you got
quite
that.
brave.
What's that?
He was such a valued member of our party.
Really like that guy.
Yeah. Right.
Really like Cecil.
Let me
forward.
guess. He was new to your party. I can tell.
He carried our things.
Yes.
Well, that's valuable. Poor guy.
We were
Okay,
trying
what do we
to
do?
help him. We
Can I
didn't succeed.
help to do anything for him?
Maybe you can dig a hole faster than we can.
It's possible. He goes over and he starts kind of like kicking the snow and trying to find some softer kind of ground. He smacking his big, massive great axe onto the snow to try and find an area to start to dig. He does, and he starts digging a trench.
Perhaps we should show the things he was carrying onto his horse so we can take it with us.
Yes. Wait. He had a pack horse, didn't he?
Yeah.
Maybe we could put his things on that horse. Keep it together.
All right.
So,
I can't do that. I can't reach.
I'll do it.
It takes them all about 20 minutes, half an hour to get a trench that's deep enough to bury him in. When he does, he goes, "That's the best I can do."
That will suffice.
He reaches up, he takes off his dragon helm, and he kind of holds it to his chest, and he stands, puts his axes away, and he kind of stands over it. And he kind of looks at you guys, towering above you, like waiting for you to say something.
Sirac. He was brave, though we didn't look it. When the giants came for his father, he pretended to be his father to save the town. There's something to be said for that.
Admirable.
They certainly had bravery in the rarest of moments. Didn't know him well, but sad to see him gone.
Yes.
It's all too easy for us when we carry armor and weapons to be brave, but for Cyric, who had none of those things, I think his bravery speaks louder than ours.
Yes. Let's remember what he's done.
He looks at you. You have anything to say, little one?
I'm just hoping that we're able to find his sister before it's too late.
Before what's too late?
It's getting late. We should continue, or at what time is it?
It's like mid-afternoon.
We should
You guys have-
continue.
You guys have
So we
traveled
can
about
get-
half of the way that you know between here and Hundlestone.
How far would we know?
Hundlestone is 50 miles, so you guys are about 25 miles out, which is another day travel.
How far off would you say the other giants might be?
About day and a half.
Are you
at this
chasing
point.
after them as well?
Oh, I kill giants whenever I can.
So you will come with us.
Yeah, why not?
All the free reindeer you can eat.
Yes. Does
They're,
anyone need to rest?
they're a little gamey. I prefer other things, but it's yes.
Dwarves?
Do you have any?
Oh, we can find some.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
Right, I think we should resume our travels then. Right?
Agreed.
Go after your sister.
Okay. You
Maybe
guys.
phrase it a bit differently.
Which?
Saying.
Go after the giants that took your sister.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. So how are you guys traveling? Just give me kind of a travel line along that board there of how you guys want to.
We still
Organize.
traveling west, and west is towards
Southwest.
you. Southwest.
Yeah.
So this way.
So are you guys and give me a desired destination? You guys basically following. You're following the giant tracks.
Yeah.
You don't have any destination in mind necessarily.
Well, we believe that the encampment or the settlement that the giants are in is known to be along the west coast of this Sea of Swords.
Yeah, you know it's somewhere west.
Yeah,
you don't
the
necessarily know
Storm
where,
Coast,
but
right?
yeah.
So we're going to follow. The plan is right now to follow the whatever tracks we can to get to that settlement to do reconnaissance, to try to, I believe, Bear and I were going to try to sneak in and get Jinx's sister out without having a confrontation with the giants.
Further bloodshed.
I don't
On our
really
part,
want to
probably.
be doing this, but for your sake, I'm going to pretend that I do.
Okay. All right. So you guys continue. What's that?
That's fine.
Oh, did you
For
want
his
No, no,
sake,
no, we're-
it's not my sister.
Out of game. Out
Sorry,
of game.
there was
Yeah,
out of game
no,
and
that's-
in-game talk, so I wasn't sure what was in-game, what was out of
Absolutely.
game.
No, I
out
didn't.
of
I'm
game.
sure I
I
didn't
thought
write
that was
that.
in game.
Was
No.
that in-game?
No, I was using my out of game voice.
They're not distinguishable. Yeah.
Sure you were.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure you
Yeah,
were.
all right.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So you guys head travel for.
I
oh,
want to
go ahead.
use primeval awareness
Okay.
at very frequent intervals.
Okay.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you look?
Favorite enemy and
Yeah.
greater.
Okay.
Enemy, so-
How often do you want to kind of do that?
Every time frost giants might appear on the horizon, that's when
Yeah,
he wants to
just
use it.
before
Let's
that.
use it. Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah.
No, like it allows me to sense them within 5 miles. So I'm going to, right now I'm going to do it, and
Yeah.
then, I'm riding horseback, so I can concentrate well.
You'll have to, I'd say you'd have to stop and kind of like calm yourself and not
Okay.
concentrate.
How
on
long
anything
does it
else.
take us to ride a mile?
You can travel 3 miles an hour, so 24 miles a day.
Okay, so if you check once and you got a 5 mile radius, you hear nothing. We're traveling for a third of a day to get, or no,
That only assumes the giants are stationary. It doesn't take into account that they could be moving towards
that's
us.
true. That's true.
Right.
So maybe a little more frequently than once every 15 minutes.
I just did every 4 miles.
Every 4 miles we just determined is a hour.
It's a little over an hour.
But if they're coming at us
An hour and
and
20
we
minutes.
wait, then they'll eat up that distance and they'll be on us before we.
Every
check
half
again.
hour.
Okay.
Every half hour you check?
Every half hour.
Okay, you guys check every half hour. All right. Or so, because you don't have a way to track time. You guys travel for a while. You do that. Nothing on the scope. And you guys travel for half that distance, and the sun begins to set over the horizon. And darkness starts to... The wind starts to pick up a bit. Again, today is warmer than it was yesterday. It seems like spring is coming upon you. Things are starting to thaw a little bit. As you know and as you've learned, the summer here is only about a month. Everything kind of thaws really quickly, grows. Elk start to graze, and then quite quickly they disperse.
Are we traveling in Nunavut?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, for our Canadian viewers,
So we're into dusk now.
into dusk.
Okay.
Yeah, the sun sets about half an hour or so. You'd imagine.
I want to do a survival check to find a place to hunker down.
Okay, give me a survival check.
Give us another survival check.
Actually, that may be with advantage, right? Because of
Because you're so good at surviving, yeah. That's the MacGyver feat that you took, right?
Yes.
well, it's part of the. It would be part of the Outlander, but it's not really specified in finding shelter, such as foraging, navigating, or tracking.
Yeah, just take advantage, whatever. I don't like it when my DM has a serious face. It concerns me.
12 on my survival
12?
check.
Okay. I mean, you. This is your favorite terrain too, right? Now it is. It's one of your favorite terrains, isn't it?
So, Unearthed Arcana,
Yeah.
I have the ability in any terrain.
Okay. I see. Okay. All right. So you managed to find a decent area to kind of hunker down. What are you guys building anything? Just explain to me how your camp setup is.
So at dusk, what kind of terrain do we like? What kind of encampment? Or is there like a cliff wall? Is there a gully that?
Yeah. At this point, it's pretty flat tundra.
Okay.
There isn't a lot of. There's a couple trees here and there, but it's quite. You guys, you've noticed that over the last half a day that you guys have been rising slowly, and so it's getting a bit cooler in the last couple of hours. It's basically just open tundra.
Getting higher?
It's going to be rough. Yeah, you can find kind of like a bit of a divot where you maybe can build up with some snow to create a bit of a thing, but it's pretty bleak.
Okay, so essentially that's what I'm going to do in one of those sort of pockets in the ground.
Yep.
Build up snow and maybe with branches and like a drop cloth, like my bedroll. Just create a windbreak.
Yep.
Okay. Smart.
Build a small fire.
And I'd say with the 12, you do something that is suitable enough for shelter.
Yes.
And you build a fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I do a primeval awareness check.
There's nothing.
Someone's learning.
Smart.
Do you, does anybody else want to do anything before they hunker down for the night?
I have a tent that I'm going to put up.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to sleep in my tent.
Okay. Valabar erects his tent. He pitches a tent, as it were.
Yeah. You guys are pretty impressed.
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
What's so funny? I don't want to... Sick.
Okay, so...
I'll take first watch.
You'll take first watch? Okay.
Okay. I'll take second watch.
Okay.
I'll take third.
Yeah,
How long
giant, so that's perfect.
How long are the watches?
Let's do 2-hour watches.
All right.
Yeah? Okay.
Okay.
For a full 8-hour rest.
Can I get perception check? Actually, no, it would be passive perception. Can I get a passive perception of all of you?
Yeah,
So you just
14.
need... Yeah.
11.
16.
That's your passive perception?
Mhm.
You have a 16?
Mhm.
Wow, all right.
That's not... We don't add saving throw to that, do we?
Yeah, no.
No, it's just a value on your...
13.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all kind of hunker down to sleep. Who's first watch?
I am.
Okay. Just as you're about to fall asleep, Jinx, you hear a distant, slight sound over the wind. You hear something that says, "Go back." Give me a perception check.
What language?
Dragonborn. Common.
7.
Okay. It sounds like a young girl's voice.
I just hear it once.
Yeah.
Only he hears it?
Give me perception checks.
Passive or
Do you want us all to roll?
D20?
You're on watch, so give me a regular one.
Thank goodness.
25.
So you're kind of standing. You're kind of doing a bit of a circle walk around. It's dark, like pitch dark, except for the fire. Obviously, you can see past, but you'd know if you didn't have dark vision that you would be, that you would be obviously not be seeing anything at all. You do hear it. You hear a girl's voice that says, "Go back." You know that with your perception that it sounds incredibly, and you don't metagame this, but it sounds a lot like one of the sisters that one of Jinx's sisters back at the Citadel. You don't know necessarily which one because you don't know them well enough, but it sounds like one of their voices.
Do I have a sense of how far away the voice is? Or is it more ethereal than...
No, it's
projecting
pretty
from a
central. It feels like it's within the camp.
Within the camp?
Yeah, like it's emanating from somewhere within the camp.
Okay. We didn't really establish positions as to where we were in the camp. I look over at Jinx immediately to see if he's heard it. So.
And based on eye contact.
Yeah, okay, so...
And you two really are, the rest of them have seemingly fallen asleep.
Do I have a good sense of where the voice emanated from? So that I can start to move in on that position?
It seems like it's coming in on the wind. You would say it's probably coming from... actually, give me a setup. Just tell me how you guys are all set up there.
So...
Myself some space.
Yeah.
Well... Which way is the wind blowing?
Whichever way it
Sounds
is.
very Shakespearean.
Westward.
I'll be on the other side of the
Westward?
technical details.
So it's... Well, because that's how we built up the shelter,
It's true.
right? So
Yeah.
if it's coming from the west, we're moving southwest, so essentially it's...
Set up your camp.
Are you thinking the... Nice.
Right.
That is awesome. Let's move this guy.
That's hilarious.
So that everybody can see. Wow, that's great.
I assume you guys were probably cooking something earlier.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. We're cooking some reindeer meat.
Pockets or something.
I had some more bed rolls, but I don't know where they are right now.
I am really disappointed.
And I don't have a tent, I know, right?
Close, though. I just...
Yeah.
So, if the wind's blowing westward and we're moving southwestward, I'm saying that we built up the bridge on this side
Okay.
to protect from the wind.
Okay.
You say the voice is more or less traveling on the wind.
I wanna be over here.
I want to be on top of that ridge.
Just kind of
Ah, nice. There we are.
keep my pupper near the fire. Well, I guess I'm not too close to the fire.
Okay, so you're there. Sorvor, that's where you are? I'd say Harshnag would be on the far end.
Down here.
Yeah. He's sleeping.
Harsh me by.
Jesus, he's a beast.
Is your Drake still with you?
No, my Drake's back with the horse.
Okay, so they're kind of... And that horse is all by itself? Or are you kind of keeping
So
them?
the horses we would have put.
Together, right?
Yeah, to help keep them all warm, I guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Blocked by the wind.
The Drake is actually magical, so the wind doesn't really bother it, but you can put it next to the other as well.
Where do you want to be?
So the voice seems to be coming from... With a 25, I'll tell you that the voice seems to be coming from around this
Okay.
area. Okay. You look out.
Face!
You look out and you don't see anything that may have made that sort of...
I start to move in that direction.
Okay. Are you just walking? How do you
So
approach?
I have the ability to move at my normal pace stealthily.
Okay, so you want stealth?
Yeah,
Give me a stealth check.
but I can still move 35 feet.
Yeah, that's cool.
12. 15.
Okay. You feel like you are moving sufficiently stealthily. Obviously, you won't know until you have something to oppose it. I think there's a
There is.
ruler in one of those.
Well, I was
It
just
doesn't
going by
matter.
the
Yeah,
base.
it doesn't matter. But yeah,
right?
in
I was
case we need
using
it for later. Yeah.
roughly the
Yeah.
base to.
All right, so you get to the base of the
move me.
tree. Nothing around.
Okay. Even 60 feet beyond, I can see.
Yeah. No.
All right.
Jinx.
Okay. After I see McGill move into the clearing from where we heard the voice, I follow him in. And
It sounded like your sister.
it did sound like her, but it said to go back, and I don't understand why.
It must be some magic of some kind. Why would your sister not want us to rescue her?
Okay, I can move and do an action, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Okay. For detect magic, how does it work? Is there a roll? involved.
It's divination. I don't know if that makes a difference.
No, you have a card.
Yeah.
While he's doing that, is there anything else you want to do at this point?
I will spend a minute concentrating to do a primeval awareness check for goblins and for giants.
I don't think it's a rule.
Okay, yeah. So within 30 feet of you, don't detect any. Let me see. Read it again.
Yeah. For 10 minutes, you detect within 30 feet. And you'll see a faint aura around any object that bears magic.
Not the
Out
there.
Yeah, one sec.
I see 30 feet.
Give me 1 sec. Talk amongst yourselves.
Do the Leafs still suck? No, they're doing well this year. Brandon, where does the general keep his armies?
No.
And it is
I don't know if I.
up his sleeves. Okay.
With the jokes we had before the stream, I had the worst of things. Yeah.
Okay, you detect, as soon as you kind of close your eyes, you tune into the world around you. The wind silences, and you really zone into the area around you. And you feel a bit of a buzz in the air. Almost like you can feel every particle, every snowdrop. Snowdrop, that's not true. Snowflakes. We're Canadian, I should know that. You open your eyes and you see a bit of a floating aura of a greenish, almost turquoise kind of energy surrounding that tree. And you know immediately that it's the sense of an illusion spell.
Okay.
All of a sudden, everything
called
kind
it.
of comes back, and you snap back to kind of the regular world.
Nicely done with the AV, right?
Oh, serious, dude.
DMDJ is what we're using today. DMDJ app, thank you, whoever made that. We will connect. It's a shout out.
Nice.
J.
Noise.
McGill, this is an illusion spell. Someone is trying to fool us right now. This is of great concern to me because if they're using my sister's voice, but they don't want us to continue, which means we must be on the right track. We must press ahead.
Agreed. They're not giants, so they must be working with the giants or in league with them of some kind. The only giant I sense around us is the one that's sawing logs back there.
This is my
No more Scooby snacks for you.
This presents an interesting problem for us, though. If it's not just the giants we're tracking, who else would be in league with them?
Do you sense where the magic is emanating from?
Well, the illusion spell was focused around this tree in front of us. But that's as far as my spell will tell me.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can find where the source of the magic is coming from?
Because it's arcane, I'll give you like if you have a detect magic spell, that'd be fine, or like an arcana check. But you can't really see the magic like he did.
Well, if it's focused,
if you give me an arcana check,
if there's got to be a source.
give me an arcana check.
18.
Okay. So you know that the spell was cast in that area, and if there was an illusion spell, just based on your knowledge of some magics, being a caster yourself.
So the tree was just the focal point.
Yeah, it was cast
It
on that
wasn't the
area.
source. Gotcha.
Yeah, you don't know the distance. You don't know what spell it was. All he told you was the school.
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm afraid at this point, we're not gonna be able to track who set the spill. We might as well go back to camp and wait till the morn.
Agreed.
Okay, you guys go back to sleep. All right.
I will continue my watch.
Yeah, he's on watch. I'll go
Okay,
back.
so you guys continue your watch. Obviously, you wake up before they do. It's an uninterrupted rest. You guys all get your long rest. What do you want to do when you wake up before, or did you work it out so that you get your 4 hours after your?
No, I've got 2 and then 4 hours.
So what do you want to do for those 2
meditation.
hours that are left?
Afterwards.
You get up. Sun's rising, just rising. It's early in the morning.
I want to use those 2 hours to sort of track ahead.
Yeah.
So an hour forward, an hour back.
Oh, really? Okay. Do you let anybody know that you're leaving?
Who was last on watch? I think.
I'm after you.
You were first.
The giant
Yeah.
was last.
I know I was first. I don't
I'm
remember
probably
everyone
the-
else's order.
I'm probably the least asleep because we were up doing that. But it was supposed to be you, then Vor, then myself.
Well, he needs longer.
He needs his 8 hours.
Yeah, so he's going to need longer than everyone else because that was uninterrupted, or that was interrupted.
No, that was just before you guys started your
okay.
rest. So you still get a
Who was last on watch?
You were the only one.
Alabama.
The giant was. I
Okay.
wasn't taking one, but I think I need to. I think probably most of us will be up for the last couple hours.
All right.
Okay, so I let them know, and then
Okay,
I'm
you let them
going
know you had a
do some
okay,
reconnaissance
give me a
ahead.
survival check.
Good thing it went out of the tray.
Do you have advantage on it because of your favorite enemy?
The verbiage on the whole survival check against favorite enemy and doing primeval awareness, so that's one of the things that has always been tricky.
So we'll go with yes. Keep the game flow.
Yeah.
Just rolling that 20. We won't have to
So,
worry about it.
additionally, you can attune your senses to determine if your favorite enemy... Oh, that's primeval awareness, sorry.
Favorite enemy is what we're looking at.
Is he getting you putting the sausage in your mouth like that?
Just so everybody knows, Dave brings an epic meal every session. Today's epic meal, Dave, do you want to explain it to the viewing audience?
My mouth is full, but I just brought a pack of turkey sausages, a couple loaves of bread, some smoked Gouda, and a bottle of Syrah.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, fancy, sir.
And we're all eating chips that taste like stuffing.
Turkey
Actually,
Yep,
do.
turkey stuffing.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. 'Tis the season.
As Todd looks up that too, just to let you guys know, we have Joel behind the camera as well, who is our producer and is kind of taking care of the stream and
Hello, Joe.
managing the chat
Hello.
and making sure that we stay online.
Joel's the most important person here, but he's also the one you get to see the least, so it's
Yeah, that's
actually
right.
a perfect marriage for us.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, wait, did that come out wrong? It did.
He is the most
apologize.
good-looking
I
of all of
apologize.
us.
So.
Let's be honest.
He is. Yeah, it's
But
a
you'll
shame he's
never
not on
know.
camera. So.
Anything, Todd?
I don't know
Really
why
Just give
I'm missing-
me advantage now. and We'll check it
feels
later.
like-
I'm pretty sure you get
Okay.
advantage on checks
We
against
just
your
said
favorite
that
enemy.
He's got a
5,
Thank God for that.
12.
Okay.
And I'm doing survival, you said?
Yeah.
Plus 6, 18.
18. So it's because of the snowfall, because of the area that you're in, and the heavy winds. You're losing the trail. Well, it's getting less apparent, but it's
Right.
still there.
Okay.
It was a lot of again, it was the eagles, right? So you're still kind of judging certain flight patterns. They stop to scavenge. You see some prints. Then it takes off again. That sort of thing, right? Big droppings, all of that sort of stuff. As you track the giants who are on the rocks. Not like the drink, but like the big giant eagle. Okay, so you guys you head back. You all wake up, and you are ready to head out. What do you guys? Anything specific you want to do before you head out?
Gents.
I pack up my tent.
Okay. Good.
And I just
Sorry,
asked him, like,
anything that's not mundane.
well, this is a big moment in my day, okay?
Yeah.
Back at my stuff, and you say, good morning. How was your night? Because I just didn't take any watches, and I slept soundly through the whole night.
Oh, we heard my sister. That's what we heard. That's what happened last night.
Harshnake kind of sits up. He's like, "Your
She's
sister?
nearby.
What
No.
do you mean?"
We heard
Did you
her,
see tracks?
we heard her on the wind, so McGill and I went to investigate, and we determined that there was an illusion spell cast by that tree over there
The tree
to make
cast
us
a
think.
This tree.
That tree, indeed, to make us think that we heard her voice saying, "Go back." So someone does not want us to press forward, but our concern is that it is not the giants doing this. They are in league with somebody else.
As soon
Did
as
they
you
do this
you hear
because they fear us?
As soon as you hear you say your sister, Agrax kind of rushes over as he's kind of packing his things. Obviously has an interest in his cousin.
If they don't want us to continue, then we must continue.
Exactly. No one tells us what to do.
That's right.
All right, you
Stubborn
guys pack up.
to the end.
You head out. Same marching order, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be at the back.
You guys travel for another half a day, pretty much uninterrupted. This is harsh land again. It's colder, but you know you are rising. And at the highest elevations along Ten Trail, only a few shrubs cling to life, and amid patches of moss-covered rock. Travelers on this route eventually come to Hundlestone, perching on the mountain slopes, much like the surrounding flora. The town's buildings are low, with most of their rooms cut out of the hard soil and rock below ground level, and their roofs steeply pitched to better shed the snows that blanket the mountains in the winter. The familiar sounds of smithing across town. You hear the familiar sounds of smithing ring across town. As you make your way through, you notice that most of the population is made up of gnomes and dwarves with a smattering of humans. The trail that you're on right now, which heads southward, goes right through this town as you kind of start to enter it. You're still on the Ten Trail, and it starts to meander around these low kind of lying buildings. As you guys start to walk through, I'd like a perception check from all you guys.
20, not nat.
9.
Yep.
17.
Okay.
19.
Okay. So all of you can tell that the majority of the dwarves and gnomes here are rock gnomes and shield dwarves.
Yes.
Okay.
As you're passing, a passing dwarf dressed in furs and carrying a pickaxe over his shoulder says, "Aye, you best stoop low as you walk about, lest you be blown away by the wind." Ha! At this stage, you've noticed as the buildings began to, I should have said this before, as the buildings begin to come into view, Harshnag says, "I better not go in town. We have a bit of a bad, perception of frost giants lately. In general, but especially lately. I will go wide."
He has a good point.
So he kind of breaks off the group and he kind of goes wide around town.
They have been killing
About
everyone.
like a mile out of town.
Crag cat.
Do we have need to go through this town?
I don't know.
I've
You
got
guys
no
are
need
just on
for
the
a town.
outskirts.
I'm fine walking around with our giant friend.
McGill, did the tracks lead us to this town or nearby?
Well, the tracks certainly go this way, but not through town.
It might be worth just asking if people have seen anything.
Yeah, so you guys kind
That's
of,
true.
you hit almost kind of the edge of it. That dwarf is walking by with a pickaxe, like outside of town, and the tracks kind of veer to the left.
All right, let's
Friend.
go through.
Aye. He kind of stops, he turns around.
We've been tracking some rocks that were carrying a bunch of frost giants. Did you or your kin happen to see them?
Oh, we did, actually. It was kind of the middle of the night. We heard flapping, and when we came out of our homes, I don't know how many there were. 15, 20, 40, not sure. It was a rough night. Lots of ale. And they flew right overhead.
What direction were they heading?
Southwest area.
Have you seen
Right
them
over
before?
town. Birds that size?
With the giants that ride them.
There were giants on them.
More than likely.
They were pretty high. We just saw a lot of large birds. We've seen one or two in the past, but not that many.
Have you had any problems with the giants around here?
Not much. Giants are always a problem, especially frost giants. We don't get many other types up here.
Do you know roughly how many frost giants you saw? Or, I guess, large birds?
Yeah, I don't know. Anywhere from 20 to 40.
It's quite a few.
I don't know.
Does that sound like the correct number?
Like I said, I was a little worried.
It's in line with what I've been tracking.
How long ago was this? Last night?
A day and a half ago. A couple days ago.
Half ago.
I'm not sure.
They're quite a ways ahead of us.
Up here, all the days tend to, you know what I mean.
Well, and they're flying too, so we're not gonna gain on them by any means.
If we could find their final destination, that would help us greatly.
As much as it pains me to admit it, at the pace we're keeping, we may never catch up.
You lot are hunting giants.
Yes, quite successfully.
It is certainly hard to keep up with this crowd.
Well,
Do you know of any settlements that they might be heading to?
Oh, I don't know. We're the last outpost between here and the 10 towns.
I see.
Southwest. I mean, eventually you'll come to the northern means, which heads south to Luskin. And the north, of course, there are some other towns and cities, but we're almost in the middle of nowhere up here.
This is
The mines keep us here.
This is the last outpost. We should probably make sure we're stocked with rations and tinder and oil.
Fair point.
Well, you guys stay safe. We see
And
quite
you
a
as well.
few of you adventuring types around here. You look like you can handle yourselves, but welcome to Hundlestone.
Yes, we're the defenders of Icewind Dale. You may have heard of us.
No, I haven't, but I'll take your word for it.
Now you have.
All right.
Thank you for your help.
Good day.
Good day.
good effort, Valder.
All right. So, what do you guys want to do?
Fly.
Can I get a
Athletics check?
intelligence check from you guys? Straight intelligence.
Oh dear. This could go badly. That's a. Nope. That's a 3. Not feeling too bright today.
What's my modifier?
Me neither.
8. 14.
Okay.
That's 16.
When the dice are not in your favor.
16?
Yep.
You remember something to do with Hundlestone and Bildora.
Yeah, Meldora showing us to come up here.
Yeah.
Don't you remember, McGill? Meldora wanted us to come up here.
Wanted us to meet with a gnome that she knows. Said that gnome might have word for us or something for us to do.
Who's Beldora?
Sounds right.
Beldora is the speaker of Icewind Dale.
Did I meet Beldora?
You would have.
I don't think so. I don't believe he was there in that fight.
But when they had the big fanfare in this
Yes.
in the main part of the
That was a
the
nice
town
window.
square.
You would have met her when we returned.
Oh, yes, Beldora. I remember her well now.
Yes,
A lovely woman.
indeed.
So
She's
where
part
is
of
this gnome we need to find?
I don't know every gnome, but I'm sure I can find him. They were a member. Sorry, not a game. They were a member of some elite group, right?
You don't know that.
I don't.
No, you never found that out.
Elite group? Probably a paladin.
No.
Aren't they all?
You guys take notes?
Yeah.
You need to start taking notes, y'all.
I was taking.
I have low intelligence, so.
Yeah, blame it on your intelligence. Blame it on your character.
I'm
All right.
too lazy to take.
So what do you guys do?
We go find the gnome.
We find the gnome.
So you're in a village of gnome dwarves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
finding a gnome
How
amongst...
hard can it be?
It's like the last page of Walden.
Okay, so you walk 50 feet into town, and you see five of them, kind of in the walking along the street.
Who knows Beldora?
They,
Are
They-
you the
they
gnome
all-
we're looking for?
Do you know Beldora?
Hi. The others scatter, and the one who's kind of his knees start to kind of shake.
You know her, don't you?
Oh dear. No, I don't.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
I'll can I go?
We just want to talk.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Hello. Good. I'm good. This gnome is seemed soot-faced, a bit of an apron on, kind of a smock.
Is that like
dressed really
shit-faced?
warm. Yeah.
He is. He's really trying.
Yeah.
He's so soot-faced.
Yeah.
He's sitting. Do you know this name? We're looking for. We're friends of Maldor.
You give me an intimidation check,
Oh.
I can do that.
and you give me a charisma check. Or persuasion check.
Much better.
14.
23.
Okay, so he moves away from you, and kind of like not as scared as he is concerned, like for your mental health.
Yeah, you gotta
potentially.
talk to someone about that before.
But he walks over to you and he says, "What's with that? What's with that one? He's kind of scary looking."
He wasn't hugged a lot as a child. It's been a long journey.
Yeah. We don't see many of your type around here.
Really?
Yeah.
It's racist.
Town is
We're
like me.
you're like forest
I'm a
dwelling.
little. Yeah, I'm
You're
a
forest dwelling
I am.
folks. I can tell.
I
I can tell.
That's awesome.
I know your
You're,
type.
you're,
Because we're
stone.
rock gnomes. Yeah.
Rock nose.
Yeah.
What's your
So-
face?
Do you know Billy?
Baldora.
Billy?
Baldora.
No, I'm asking you about Billy.
Oh no. No.
You don't know Billy?
No.
Oh, well, he's a good friend of mine. He's a forest
You
gnome.
did that to your face?
Yeah, Timmy.
Timmy.
Timmy the forest gnome.
Oh, Timmy.
Beldora, do you
dear.
know her?
Jeez. He's back. I don't know any Baldora. Never heard of her.
She's from Icewind Dale.
Yeah, still don't know her.
10 towns.
Yeah, no.
Meldora,
So-
she's
oh,
pretty tall.
mm,
She's human.
That's a wait. Oh, is she hot?
Don't know.
Like red hair?
4.
Might have been.
I still don't know.
Perhaps you could
Oh,
jog
sorry.
this gnome's
Do
memory
you know anybody that may have traveled to
yes.
Icewind Dale that could help us?
with an
Oh
axe.
dear.
With an axe.
Well, there's lots.
I'm
Like,
axing.
So there's. Oh. I'm a little concerned.
Are
Um.
there any adventurers that may have
um,
traveled from your
wow,
town?
you're a
Hello.
shiny one. Hi.
Would you have known anybody that might have traveled from your town to Icewind Dale?
Well, there's adventurers in the town, and they come here, and we pay them
Where would we go to
to
find
like
them?
fight. What's that?
Where would we go to find them?
Adventurers?
Yeah.
Oh, they're about. I don't know their
about?
names.
Is that a tavern?
Yes. No, that's not a tavern.
Is there a central tavern where most
he
adventurers
speaks.
go?
He speaks.
Yes.
He's like a talking
He
dragon.
speaks.
Talking dragon?
Yes.
Get to
I
the
don't
point.
like him.
You should hear his jokes.
Oh dear, jokes? You know jokes? I like jokes. Okay, sorry. Adventurers.
Tell me what
They usually are in the inn, the only inn in Hundlestone. It's not a big one.
What's it called? Old Inn in Hundlestone?
What?
What is the inn called?
little folk like to talk.
The Frozen Bear.
Oh
How appropriate.
my.
Yeah, well, you know.
The
That's a nice cloak you got.
Frozen Bear, it's the finest owl builder.
Owlbear? Did you slay that owlbear yourself?
Um,
Oh my goodness, we don't get many owlbears around here.
no.
Oh no, but we do get crag cats. He has a crag cat.
It's his pet.
Oh dear.
Anyways, we're gonna
Okay,
head,
so
we're
can I
gonna
go
head
now?
off to the inn.
Okay, thank you.
Good day.
We'll see you. Good day. Bye.
We're
And
gonna
he
head
kind
to
of
the
like
inn.
he quickly like,
Thank you.
and as soon as he's out of way, he like darts off around the corner.
Can't
That
read.
was fun. Let's do it again.
Can't read my writing
Um,
that I just wrote. It's
Frozen
the
Bear.
Frozen Bear.
The Frozen
Bear Inn. We should go to the Frozen Bear Inn.
Did
Let's
he
go.
tell you where it is?
It's in town.
Well, that helps.
Thank
Well.
goodness it's such a small town, it should be easy to find.
If
building's
anyone
probably
here
not very
knows where
tall, right?
Beldora is,
35
or who
minutes of
Beldora is,
conversation, you forgot to ask
Binky
where
Bay.
the inn is?
It's in the town.
In the town. Okay, let's just go into town, I'm sure we can find it.
Marco.
All right. We continue into the center of town.
Okay.
Did you want to hear that? Oh, you've already run away. You can't hear the joke.
No, he's gone.
Okay.
Wait, he's got a joke.
So there's you do have a mix of gnomes and dwarves, mostly. Most of them you can tell are miners, quite clearly. Pickaxes, wheelbarrows of rock.
So they're
kind
won't
of
be in the tavern.
They're kind of falling up and down. they're going up and down the road that one dwarf was kind of heading towards. You assume that there's probably a mine out there somewhere from the amount of stuff they're bringing back and forth.
This place being full of gnomes and dwarves.
Yeah.
Does that mean pretty much everything here is built for those of shorter stature?
Yes. So
probably.
So I feel like a giant in this place.
Yes. So all the buildings are about half the size that you expect, and because the wind is so high up here, they're built kind of down rather than up.
Interesting.
I'll just ask a passerby.
Like
Excuse me, which way is the Frozen Bear Inn?
It's a dwarf, an older dwarf, much older, kind of with a cane, gruff, probably hundreds of years old. Can you imagine at this point? He says, "Ah."
Hello. We're looking for the Frozen Bear Inn.
Sorry?
We're looking for the Frozen Bear Inn.
Oh, yeah, there's, it's that way.
Am I convinced that he knows? Like he's pointing towards it, or is he just like, yeah?
He's pointing towards the town.
Is he
Just-
drunk?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And I'll ask somebody else.
Okay. Continue walking. Eventually, you figure out that the Frozen Bear Inn is literally like about 100 feet into town, in the kind of town square area, which isn't prominent. You guys head there. You stand in front of a building with a sign that has a frozen bear carved on it.
Oh.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
All right.
We've made it. Do I have to crawl on my hands and knees to get through the door?
No, we have to stoop.
Okay.
I go in.
You have to stoop to get in, but you have to stoop through most doors.
Okay.
Once you guys kind of step
so I
in,
really have to stoop through this one?
Once you step, it's a really cool. The inn itself is carved out of rock face, and it's human sized. In fact, a little larger. You can tell it's probably built to accommodate travelers who come through. There is a quartet playing, and you notice a number of outsiders, kind of a ragtag group over to the left, and the rest are miners and townspeople who exist.
Are there any humans?
There are humans. The humans are kind of the outsiders.
There's a group of humans, or
2 humans and an elf over to the left, sitting at a table, and another human in the far corner.
What's a gnomish miner? Is it 16 or 18? What do we have here?
Don't care.
No? Shall we? Okay.
yeah, that's good to clarify.
I just got the joke he said earlier.
I
I missed it. I went like this, and I heard it, and then passed it.
That's
yeah.
fine. It's not needed.
Yeah.
It was a great joke.
It was a great
That
joke.
was witty.
So I'm gonna go over to the human that's by him or herself.
What's that?
Which one? The guitar one?
Which one?
No,
The
no,
one
no,
that's by
my
himself.
joke.
Yeah, okay, so you go over to him. He's a large fellow. Looks Luskin. You've seen a number of them now. Viking type.
Okay.
Fair-skinned, reddish kind of auburn, long hair, wearing furs. He's kind of sitting at a table, and these tables are, kind of human-sized, but he kind of envelops it almost. He's sitting on it with this massive flagon of ale.
Yeah.
As you approach him.
I'll hop up on a stool beside him. Is there a free stool?
Yep.
And I'll order a dram
Okay.
of any spirit they
Elite
have.
Jam.
So
And,
you look around. You call the barmaid over.
Yeah.
Okay. Little gnomish woman kind of runs over. She says, "Oh, hello, greetings. How are you today?"
Great.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet. You're not
gotta
from
get
around here, are you?
No.
Oh.
Are you?
Well, here and there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
You get around a
I was
bit.
born and raised. Well, don't try it.
I'm just looking for a drink.
Oh, okay, good. Then I can help you.
What do you have?
Oh, the usual ale, firebrand.
How's your
Firebrand.
firebrand?
It's alright.
I'll have
Yeah,
one.
it's not really fire brandy, but that's what they tell
Okay,
us. Go from 10 towns, they ship it down.
From where? In 10 towns.
From, I don't know, it comes
You
from that
get-
direction.
You get
Or-
any visitors from that direction?
What is
Yeah,
and
some.
smells like
Sure,
blue paint?
adventurers most.
Any
No,
of them
not
here?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Red
I don't know.
paint.
I don't really talk to people.
Okay, just the fire.
Okay, alright, thanks.
I think,
Okay, so you guys come in. Give me a sec. You guys come
What does
in.
that
He
mean?
runs over to that table, is talking beside a man who kind of looks annoyed. He's kind of looking away from him as he talks to the barmaid. You don't know what he's saying. What do you guys do?
I go up to the bar
Okay.
and I ask for the largest milk that they can sell me.
Okay.
I
Behind
want
the
the
bar.
biggest milk that money can buy.
Okay. Behind the bar is a dwarven female who is sporting a little bit of her own beard.
Nice.
Just a little fuzz.
Hot.
Stocky hair, dark kind of brunette hair in braids down either side. She kind of looks at you. She says, "I want milk?
Yes.
Is that how you grow so big?
Yes.
All right then. We don't have much milk.
what would they?
We have,
Popular drink.
well, you know, mountain goat milk.
That'll do.
Yeah.
That's for the benefit of
All right. Well, I'll get some."
Thank you.
Okay, she goes into the back.
I nudge the guy next to me. Does the body good?
The gnome beside you looks at you,
product placement.
and he kind of does this and kind of shifts his stool over.
What, towards Vor or away?
Oh wait,
Are they far from me?
People usually.
they're I don't know, about 50 feet.
I'm gonna.
You said there was an elf in the tavern as well.
There's an elf and 2 humans over to the left side.
What kind of elf?
Give me a perception check. Actually, investigation check. Sorry.
20.
20. You.
Not nat.
What's that?
Not nat.
Yeah, no. You've never met this kind of elf. He is not a wood elf, but he's absolutely elven. Kind of lighter blonde hair, paler than you typically know of. But if you haven't met him, you wouldn't necessarily know. If you haven't met that type of elf, yeah. You assume some sort of high elf.
He's.
Okay.
And he's sitting. He's kind of well dressed, and kind of purples and blues, and magentas. Kind of loudly dressed with some gold trim and such. And he's sitting beside 2 humans. One human's dressed a little darker, probably Kandathian or some sort of common race of the Forgotten Realms. And on the other side is a kind of a rougher around the edges sort of human. Still dressed well, but on the kind of the rustic side. Definitely a man of the wild. Unkept hair, not really well washed, that sort of thing.
Okay, fair enough.
What's happening right now?
Nothing.
All right.
I'm good.
What do you do?
I'm just gonna go up to the bar with where Vor is and order a mead.
Okay.
Is she there? The barkeep?
There's one barkeep in here. Oh, the barkeep's at the bar, and the only barmaid that you've seen is still talking to him.
Okay, but is the barkeep in front of us? Can I?
She's gone back to get milk.
Okay, so she's not back yet. Okay.
No. So do you know Billy?
Maybe.
He's from 10 Towns.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy too. He's a forest gnome.
Sorry, Billy Jimmy? That's his name?
No, they're 2 different people. Might be brothers, maybe. Frost gnomes.
I know a Billy
You all
Jimmy.
know each other, right?
I know Billy Jimmy.
You know Billy Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, is he around here?
No, I don't know.
Oh, he's a good guy.
Anyways, do you know if any of the people here right now have been to 10 Towns?
I don't know. Maybe.
All right,
This is a stop between 10 Towns and kind of Luskin, so people tend to come through here a lot. You want me to ask?
I'll just give the
can
guy
just,
beside me a little nudge.
yeah.
Say, how about you? Have you ever been to Icewind Dale?
He goes, yeah, I've been to Icewind Dale.
Where?
What's it to you?
I was on my way there.
Yeah.
And I could use somebody to protect me on my way, and I'd be willing to pay you. Do you know anybody there that could help me once I get there?
Icewind Dale's a big place. What are you looking for?
Human, tall, brunette. Mostly somebody that can protect me once I get there.
Give me a charisma check.
Much charisma.
Or
Much.
persuasion.
Yep. 15.
Kind of looks at you, he says, that's not a really good description. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's going to cost you 50 gold a day.
For the journey.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody that's there that could help me once I am there?
You're selling
I know
yourself.
lots of people who can help you there. What do you need?
I was told that somebody named Baldora could help me.
Never heard of her.
Good day.
All right.
Hop down from the stool.
He goes, gnomes. He kind of rolls his eyes.
I'll head over to the group that he's talking to.
Okay, so you, the barkeep comes back, barmaid comes back to you and says, here you go.
There's a woman that may have been.
And she gives you kind of like literally like a cup like this big of milk. It
That's all she could
smells
produce.
awesomely sour.
I mean, touch a short time.
You gotta call ahead, man.
Next time, oh, send a raven.
At least it's warm.
Dear barkeep,
Only 2
stock
hairs.
milk. I'm coming.
That's funny. Okay,
Oh.
is there anything in general you guys want to glean from this tavern?
I wanted to ask the barkeep if she has seen Baldora come through, because the barkeep would probably know.
He's, I don't think so.
No.
No, I don't know about
And I give her a description.
Yeah.
She
What's
says,
the
And
description?
her name is Baldora.
what's the description?
She's a human woman, looks like every other human.
She says, I don't think so. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
The nurse.
So to
Good, the nurse city says.
You
No,
can't.
gotta-
It's already in the cup.
You gotta shoot breast milk. It's like Zambuca. Just light it on fire.
Dear.
Light it on fire.
Oh dear. All right. Well, we're gonna take a short break for the next, I'd say, 10-15 minutes. A little bio break for you guys.
Do we get a break every
we'll
time
be back
someone brings
in
up
about
breast
15
milk?
minutes.
Is
yes,
that
yes,
just the
that's the
go-to
key
word?
word.
All
Yes,
right,
the
done.
safe-
I gotta raise
Just
the
like a
safe word.
That's a safe word. All right.
Oh, that was entertaining.
I'm good. I'm gonna stay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. Oh,
No.
dear. Dave
That's the
breaks our
gnome. The
set.
gnome ceilings.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Gentlemen.
All right, Joel. What's the first
Are we
Twitch?
still
what's the
live,
first
Joel?
Twitch comment?
Any
What do they wanna
comments or
know?
questions?
We do have some.
Do we really? Yeah.
Really?
Just wait while the garage door
Complaints,
closes, folks.
flames,
No
rage
complaints.
and spite. No.
No.
Good, nice people.
We're talking to.
Joel, are you able to come over here so we can see you?
Sure. Why not? Yeah.
Believe it or not, Joe has a face. Or Joel has a face. Joel has a face.
face.
You're gonna
It's
have to. Yeah.
It's like the
Right
fifth
there.
nicest face we got here, so definitely do want to see it. So.
In this
It's
room.
in the fifth. Nice.
I'm the fifth. Who
That's
is
okay.
the sixth?
Say hi, Joel. Joel.
Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Joel.
This is the man that's responsible for all of this happening. Well, no, this is the man that's responsible for all this happening. He's making it happen digitally.
That's
Yes,
true.
that's a well. I mean,
He's digitizing the DM. He's a DDM.
I am the
Really?
D,
That's-
is that
Or
a
the
it's
DMD?
not- It's
The DM digitizer.
DMV? Is he the demilitarized zone? Is that what we look
questions. We look better than that.
Like? We do look a lot better.
It's in a tiny little thing, but see how it's like it's doing the whole thing. It's pretty fun. Anyways, your question was, has anyone said anything? We've got like a few comments about the room
Yeah.
being like stellar,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
and that you guys are getting along great.
That's
Like it's
Like
like,
getting
the
along,
people,
like-
as in you guys are a fun bunch of guys.
Cool. I like
Oh,
that.
that's good to hear.
I like that.
Thanks.
It's a total lie,
like
but
that.
you've pulled it
We
off
do our
so
best.
far.
Yeah,
You've-
exactly.
We're salespeople. We're convincing that line. So.
Yeah, exactly. So
Right on.
So that's good.
Good.
No questions.
Okay.
I have been linking out to these lamps though on Amazon.
Have you?
Nice.
Have you really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
So yeah. Sorry.
Do we have another charger somewhere? Oh, you know what? I will just plug in.
So I basically just answered the question. No, not it was. It was less a question, more a comment about the room being so great.
Cool.
And then
Excellent.
yeah, and then I mean I could ask. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, we got some
Something.
time.
There's
Do we have some folks live?
There's 4 viewers viewing right now.
Yeah.
We're just
All 4
starting.
of
A
you.
whole 4?
Thank you.
Thank you all 4
Four
of
of
you.
you.
Thank you to
I
all
really
4 of
appreciate
you.
that.
I've tried to reach out
Can I
to each
try
one
those
of them
chips?
and go like, yeah, man,
Yes.
you. So hey, if you're watching
You
out
want the
there,
stuffing
maybe you
chips?
can say, hey, if you're watching out there, just like send us a comment, ask us a question. We'd love to answer.
Hey, if you're out there and you're watching, ask us a question. We'd love to answer.
There you go. You almost said that verbatim.
Well, you know.
You said it so well the first time, there was no way to improve upon it.
And Jay takes
see?
instruction.
sir.
I do pay you guys well.
It's what I
That's
like
what it feels like to have smoke blown up your ass, Joel.
I like it. I don't know. Is that wrong?
A
little bit, yeah.
It's smoke,
Let's
Joel.
not-
It's smoke.
okay.
Don't get excited.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Causes
I love the chip bags flying through the views now. It's like
Yeah.
chip bags everywhere.
Right.
It's great.
Hopefully we can get sponsored by D&D and Lay's.
Done.
Hey,
These aren't lies.
no,
Oh.
but bet you can't eat just one, right?
But if we got sponsored, we could have Lay's.
Yeah.
That's right.
None of this no-name shit.
Maybe we can pull an epic mealtime and get sponsored by a bacon company. And we just have massive bowls of bacon we can chew on.
Love it.
No.
Yeah.
I feel like we'd be sleeping by the end.
Probably true.
Hour 4.
Yeah, but who wouldn't watch 5 guys pretending to role play, but actually really just eating giant bowls of bacon? You wouldn't watch that? I would watch that.
Maybe. It depends on the type of bacon.
Have we had any stream droppage?
Yeah, a couple times.
It dropped right
yeah,
off?
a couple times it's dropped. I basically have just left it alone. It drops, suggests you should drop down to a lower level of streaming quality,
And it comes right
and
back
then
up?
it just comes back up. So it's very strange.
Who are the people that are watching right now?
Well, we have
Joel?
a guest from Moscow.
What?
Yeah,
Oh.
Veles.
Oh.
Veles. From
I've been doing a
Moscow.
really bad Russian accent for Harshnag, so I apologize.
Sorry, fellas.
Listen, if you're going to do Russian accent, you got to. No, that's awesome. Say something to Veles from Moscow.
Hello, Velas from Moscow. Welcome.
Welcome.
Is it as cold as it is here?
What
Don't you mean-
style D&D
Yeah, it's
edition
pretty cold
you play
here.
Don't you
there?
mean welcome?
5th edition.
Welcome.
We are
You guys are
playing.
playing 5th
Yes, we are
edition.
playing 5th edition, and loving every minute of it.
Amazing.
And this is Amaretto.
So all Russians sound like Count Dracula? Is that what we're
Every
taking from
single
this? or-
one. I have man I brought in from Russia to do coding on the company I own, and he was very great.
Okay,
Joel, are
so
you
who's
ready?
next? Who else we got?
So
Or is
that's,
the gentleman from Moscow the only one?
that's it.
Thank you, Velas from
roll,
Moscow.
Roll for
Thank you.
damage is one of the guys.
Roll for Damage was on or is on now?
He's on.
Hey,
still.
Roll for Damage, how you doing?
He's from Louisiana.
You're from Louisiana.
Nice.
Love
Great.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
We had some New Orleans
Barbecue earlier.
Yeah, we
So
did.
Velas from Moscow says it's not very cold, no snow yet.
Come on.
So Canadians are winning,
Yep.
right? Because
Yeah,
in
we've
Canada,
had
there's
snow. Yeah, we've had some
I'm
snow.
sorry.
Snow.
That's true.
Snow means winning?
Yes.
Well,
What currency are we working
I
with
feel
here?
like he's
Snow.
winning.
You
snow
like
is
snow.
the currency,
Yeah,
exactly.
and thus
Yeah.
we're winning.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of snow, so I
Yeah.
think I'd rather be where he is right now.
Well,
Oh, total
then-
fan of snow.
Oh, I'm a fan. I'm a fan.
Strap a board to my feet on
Early on, we had Swag Dog.
Oh,
I'm not-
that's my stepson.
It is.
Yes. Hey Nick,
Amazing.
thanks for watching earlier.
Swag dog.
Swag was like, "I love the camera work, but now it's a lost compliment." It's like he has to
yeah.
say that.
Yeah,
say
I
that.
know.
Does he, though?
He doesn't really, but he did, and now I'm not sure it's real.
Yeah. Who else we got
Now
on there?
Joel is sad.
Yeah, all 4 people are.
Hey, Joel,
people
don't
we
second
know.
guess
Does
yourself.
anybody
If he
know?
had said, what an attractive cameraman, then you'd know that he was full of shit, right?
Well,
because
I never would have questioned him.
he not because you're not, just because he couldn't see you. Just don't.
All right.
I don't want to miss.
Dave Morin is choking me behind the camera.
No.
Someone help me.
No, Dave fingered you. It was different.
Oh, dear.
And just in the neck. Just in the neck.
Come on.
Did we have to go there?
On
It's a
the
good thing
way-
my stepson isn't watching anymore.
On the way to
Sorry, Swag Dog. Just
No longer safe to watch.
Yeah. This is NSFW.
God, that was more groaning than the Army's.
Did
joke
we have
is.
anybody else, Joel?
Not safe for Swag
Currently,
Dog.
no. Oh wait, let me check it on Twitch.
Oh,
The
oh,
answer
oh,
is no.
Not a single viewer on Twitch.
We have 2 viewers on Twitch.
Hey,
currently.
Dave.
We do.
I just can't see who they are.
Oh,
like,
hi,
I don't know
2 viewers on Twitch.
I don't
Thank
know how
you.
to do
I,
that.
they have
you
chat?
may have heard this
That
one.
gives us 6
We
in
have
total.
If you're,
Hang on.
No clue. No clue who's on that channel though. Like no one's chatting.
that was good,
So
actually.
if you're on Twitch and you are seeing us now,
Yeah.
chat us.
Yes, please chat us on Twitch because we are new.
And we'll respond. And we need friends.
We
Is-
will.
is
We do
chat
need
a-
friends.
Is chat a verb? You can chat something?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'd chat that.
Isn't it chat with?
No.
Not to split hairs.
No, it's not.
but- Okay.
It was.
Not to split hairs.
And then 1999
What the
came
fuck?
through.
Really? Jesus.
Yeah, a lot
That's
of weird
good. That's
stuff
good
happened
time.
in
That's good.
1999.
Just so all of you out there know, we also have a tutorial channel. So any of the stuff that you've seen that we've made, including this DM screen
When you say
and the
we,
board,
what do you mean exactly?
me,
He's being magnanimous.
primarily,
We had nothing to do
but
with this.
we are RealmSmith as a
Oh,
collective.
okay, good.
Joel and no, but we have created a lot of the stuff in here, including a lot of the terrain that you'll see tonight. That wonderful dice tower, Brandon, show off your dice tower. Brandon
That
made,
thing's awesome.
and I think
It's
do we have a
really
tutorial brewing for
super
that?
cool.
I
No?
haven't made one.
Oh, but
You
we
should
can maybe
make
do
one.
that.
I
Let's see
could
it at
make
work.
a tutorial though.
So, check it out.
Cool.
A lot of
YouTube
stuff
A
from
natural
Dollar Store.
21. I love this.
A
do you wanna get
natural
here?
21. It adds a natural 1 to every natural 20.
What'd you get?
That's
You
amazing.
got a 2. Good
Oh,
job.
I got the
So
good
yeah,
one.
so if you're interested in
that's,
seeing how this stuff is made,
Too light and tight.
check out.
So, question from
we have a question.
from YouTube.
Yeah.
The Solo Wargaming Show is
Yeah.
asking, does the party even know if his sister is still alive?
No,
Nope.
she's totally dead. There's no point going after her. The answer is
I think
they
she
don't
might
know.
be.
They do not know.
We're hopeful.
So I'm gonna
But thank you
answer-
for asking.
But since we've heard her voice, albeit via an illusion spell, we are under the assumption that she is still alive.
But this is not the first time she's shown up to you
True.
And
in
not
a
been
ghostly
alive.
form.
That's
And
true.
told us not to follow.
That's
Right.
true. She was.
And then we were attacked by undead. So
That was horrible.
there may be a connection. Putting it out there.
The heartfelt. I really get that you're. I really appreciate
Listen,
all your commentary
the
about my
two
sister.
of your sisters that I met were okay. I'm sure this one was as well, but now she is just jam
Hey.
on the toast of a frost giant.
So, as an additional note, Veles says, hey, your Russian accent?
Yeah.
Okay. An accent is fine, but the largest mistake that most people who are trying to do the accent
Yes.
they forget about
Yes.
is that the grammar is also wrong. So you can't have great grammar and a
Oh.
Russian accent.
Oh, so you should be the one that speaks
So
then.
like, if do accent, don't do grammar right.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I will do better, Velas. Perhaps you can coach us.
I
Send a
do
comment.
better.
Leave
I
a
do
comment
better.
about how to do a better Russian accent because I would love to learn more.
It's a valid point, though, with
Yeah,
the
it's great.
grammar doing
Yeah,
any
just
non-English.
It's true.
Any
talk poorly. I mean, it'll be a bit of a challenge for you, but you can. I'm sure you're up for it.
He's never really spoken good.
Jeff hasn't learned yet not to poke the DM. Because your question.
not.
Your
Yes,
your
not.
Hi,
question-
nice to meet you. I'm Leroy Jenkins.
Because your question about a sister, well, the timeline and narrative just shifted
We may
slightly.
have just not made it.
I get to see my sister again. Yay!
Well, Jinx is dead. I guess we don't need to go after his sister anymore.
I had to kill his whole hometown, and he still hasn't learned his lesson.
He did.
So
Did all
there's
that
that.
work in backstory and creating characters, and you killed them all. That was
yeah,
great.
it's true. It's true. All right, are we ready to
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, are
Ready
we
to
like on a dedicated timeline, or can we just like
good.
preempt it?
We're good. Do we have any other questions
ahead
or
of
anything
schedule.
else
Currently,
from
no
the
questions.
communities? All right.
I will. I won't interject in the game, but I'll just I'll throw up my phone. I'll throw my phone onto the table.
Well, we can answer
And
more
there's
questions
a
at the end.
Yeah, at the end.
We'll do that at the end. You can answer.
Oh, one more question.
One more.
Roll for Damage asks.
Yes.
How far into this campaign are y'all?
You guys
Louisiana,
are.
remember.
Yeah, you guys
That's
are
true.
level 7 right now.
What's the
How far?
When did we start? When did we start? Do you remember when we started?
It was in the
This is a good
summer.
recap.
Summer.
Months.
We're on a sidetrack though,
June or
saving
July.
his sister, which we shouldn't bother.
When did we start? July?
We have done nothing but sidetracks, dude.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
that
a
We're 5 months
This
in.
is
We're
definitely
playing
not a main story mission.
every week to every other week. We're on chapter 3 of Storm King's Thunder. I believe.
Storm King's Thunder is the campaign,
Is the campaign module from Dungeons and Dragons? Yes.
Hey Joel.
Yeah.
Does roll for damage also use key phrases like "say what now"?
Say what?
Say what now? Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
I don't know that. I'm just intuiting it because no one would.
You'd be surprised if you're from Little Rock, Arkansas. That's exactly what you say.
Say what now?
Exactly. Say what now?
Are you still setting up for a joke, or was that the joke?
No, that was
No,
the
that was
joke.
a-
Oh,
That was
sorry.
I was trying to be
He's
funny.
just saying he's
Yeah,
just
that's
saying-
Oh, that was
He's
it?
from Louisiana though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's from Louisiana.
Yes, but he also said y'all, which is something that you also hear.
Oh, I
Arkansas
get what
say.
you're
So
saying.
I thought,
wow,
Train
you're
of thought
my
now.
connection.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Yeah.
So I know nothing.
Probably
about
not good at
Louisiana or-
typecast our
Why are we
community.
talking? We have a campaign to
So
run.
how far?
Oh, that was-
Wait. How far?
Yeah.
You're
into
right.
the
We got.
campaign are you
We
now?
really have to
Chapter
get
Chapter
into
3.
killing
Chapter
Jinx.
3.
So
Yeah.
Cool.
I believe. Hang on, I'll find out for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a moment to find out for you. Roll for damage.
Chapter 2 and 3, I believe, we fight frost giants.
This
and chapters
episode
4 and
is
5, we
brought to you
die
by
the
no
hands
one.
of frost giants. So.
because we currently have no sponsors.
Yeah, chapter 3. Savage Frontier is where we are right now.
How utterly appropriate.
Savage Frontier.
All right,
Back to the game, gentlemen.
back to the game.
Back to the
Sorry, I'm
game.
not supposed to say that.
You still feeling Phil?
You go ahead.
Thank you, Joel. Everybody, thank you for Joel.
Thank you for everybody.
Now he gets to stay
watching.
quiet to the end of the game.
I will.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
We don't
so
clap that. We don't clap that. Sorry.
you guys are currently in an inn in Hundlestone.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are you guys trying to glean from this scenario?
Where Baldor is.
I want to
No.
find
Oh,
somebody
no,
that
whatever
knows
it is.
about. He's
Can
doing.
we have an
the-
out of game discussion on this?
Yeah. We're trying to. I'm trying to find somebody that may have known Baldora, which starts off with finding people that have
All
been
right.
to
Are-
Icewind Dale.
Can we
Say your piece.
please?
Say your piece.
Baldora was the speaker, correct?
No.
No. Baldora was the person that was like the part of that secret guild.
Yes, but we
Yes,
don't know
that
that.
you don't know. Yeah, that you don't know about.
She was the homeless looking woman.
Right. And
Walking
she
around.
sent us on this mission?
She did ask us if we could do this.
Do you think we can?
I think it's.
We've kind of got a lot on our plate already.
But
We're
we're here.
already here.
I know we're here, but your sister is
So nobody,
possibly still getting
out of
further
game,
away.
nobody took a note about this
I
quest.
think I did.
Oh man, guys.
I'm sorry. Do you see any scribes in the party?
It's in.
Oh.
It takes a really long time to type
Ooh,
things out on my
dear.
phone. It's,
I did type it on my.
Y'all have
laptop.
intelligence. Okay. All right. Can I get
Yeah.
an intelligence check from you guys to see if you? But this is a freebie because it's our first test stream.
Oh.
For all of you at home, we're not going to be doing
Interference on
this
play.
on a regular basis.
Well, I rolled a nat 1.
Oh my done.
So you know as much as you did before.
4.
13.
As far as you're concerned, Bill, is still the speaker of whatchamacallit.
4. 4.
13.
19.
Oh,
You,
nobody saw that coming.
you
You weren't even
never-
there.
Yeah, you recall
In discussions
showed us
amongst
a
my
bone.
countrymen.
on the way back from the town square where you guys were named Defenders of Icewind Dale
That's us.
that a woman named Baldora asked you to stop in Hundlestone and talk to Thwip Ironbottom.
Yeah, Strip Ironbottom.
Man, you people.
I remember him.
I go
That was a gimme. And I won't do that again.
whip iron. How did we forget that name?
Ironbottom.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds
so
made up.
what do you guys do in this tavern so we can move forward? This inn.
I think he comes and talks to us.
Who does?
Jinx.
Okay.
Definitely comes and chat.
Okay, you
know,
guys
refreshes our
get the
memory.
idea. He says, aha, I remember we're looking for Thwip.
Yes, it was Bella. It was Belladonna. It was that woman that gave us this journey.
Are you drinking?
No.
Would it help?
Baldora. It was Baldora that sent us on this journey. We're not looking for her. We're looking for Thwip Ironbottom.
Thwip Ironbottom! Where are you?
All of a sudden, the music shuts off, and everyone kind of goes silent and looks at you.
Let me say this nicer. Thwip Ironbottom, where are you today?
That should do it. That should do
The
it.
music
I scared the
starts
last
back
guy.
up, and everyone kind of continues amongst themselves. You do. The barmaid comes over to you and she says, "You looking for Thwip? Are we? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. He's an inventor in town.
Okay.
His house is kind of like 3 blocks over and 1 block up.
Thank you, my good lady. What do I owe you for the...
Oh, nothing. Just please don't yell.
Okay.
Thank you." She kind of turns around. She walks away.
You're welcome.
Okay. Oh dear.
Well, before she walks away,
Yeah.
I call her back and I
Yep.
say, "Was everyone's reaction because we asked for Thwip, or because we asked for it at such a volume decibel?"
Oh, Thwip's a good man. I like him.
I know,
Yeah.
but when he asked where Thwip Ironbottom was, everyone went quiet.
Because he yelled in a
I
big, loud,
see,
scary voice.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
on behalf of him, we apologize.
Okay. Beyond.
Sorry,
Thank you.
everyone.
All right.
I'm new at this.
Okay.
Let us go find Mr. Ironbottom.
You guys head out to find Thwip. All right. You guys follow the directions. You come in front of a little hobbit hole or hovel, as it were. There, I missed it. What did I miss?
Do we all come in front of the hobbit's hole?
Oh, dear.
Thwip it good. I'm sorry.
Whip it really good.
If you're looking for a gnome, you must whip.
Sorry, is your son gonna watch
Whip it
it?
good.
Whip it good. All right.
That's your fault, 'cause you said...
So we all in a circle.
I'm glad the 4 of you have stuck around. You may be down a couple more numbers, but this is our group. Thank you.
Woo! Okay.
So,
All right.
continue.
I almost said it again.
You arrive.
You arrive at a gnome hovel, round door, with steam and smoke rising out of the chimney, with a bit of a weird smell, kind of a coppery sort of metallic smell. And what do you do?
Knock on the door.
Yep.
You go up and knock on the door. Okay.
We have Bella Bear knock on the door.
Okay.
I run over and
Yeah, I think maybe Vor and I will hide around each side so we're
You guys
just out of sight.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All of a sudden you hear, coming! I'll be right there. And he runs up and kind of you hear, and he's like unlocking like a dozen. You lose count like 13.
They're like all
And then he
around
like
his
opens
door.
it up and there's like 4 large chains across the side. He goes, "Well, hi, Thwip. Oh, hey,
how are you?
good.
Good. A second.
No.
No.
What?
No, just a second.
Oh.
No, out of game. Why are we finding him? She just wants us to find him.
You rolled it,
Baldora
too,
wants
whatever
us
you
to
rolled.
find him
We
so
had
that
to
we
deliver
can
a message.
deliver a message, which was
Hey, Thwip, how's it going?
Oh wait, are you?
I'm Baldora's friend.
You're Balabear.
I
The
am.
defender of Icewind
Defender
Dale.
of Icewind
Oh my
Dale.
goodness, come on.
Oh, thank
the
you.
rest of you there? And he kind of looks over. He goes, "Oh, come on in. I've been waiting for you. Get in here."
All right.
You stoop, remember?
He goes, "Oh wait."
Yeah.
He closes it. Yep. And he's like, you hear like the sound of chains pulling through metal, and he finally opens it up. He goes, "Come on in."
Right.
Now you two have to stoop. It's about,
Yeah.
probably like a
Well, the elf probably does too, no?
5-foot ceiling.
Okay.
And the elf kind of has to stoop a little bit too. He goes,
The elf is 5'10", thank you
Yeah,
very
well,
much.
you stoop still. It's a 5 foot ceiling.
That's what I
I'm
mean.
impressed
Yeah,
with
gotta
that.
stoop.
Yeah, that's stoop.
Stoop,
Not very
bitch.
often.
You're big,
I'm impressed with
just
the height of
not
the ceilings.
compared to us.
5 foot
but
ceilings.
You're
Yeah, it's
big.
pretty good.
Don't
That's
worry.
tall for an elf.
You are.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah,
I'm
that's right.
7'1", so
Yeah. So you guys like
Oh.
bent in half.
Just lay down.
He says, "Oh, have a seat. Woo! I've been waiting for you guys.
Do you have any milk?
We're having
Milk?
Oh my gosh, this is a gentleman.
Milk?
I still have mine from the tavern, but it was very small.
He says he's
You never
nursing
sit
it.
on-
He says, he kind of smells it. He sticks his pinky in it. You sure that's milk?
She said it's from a mountain goat.
Oh. Okay. All right. So, Baldora sent you. I'm so glad you're here. Wait 1 minute. Don't go anywhere. He runs around. Kind of.
I like this guy.
Kind of goes into the back. You hear ching, clang, quack, quack, like he's just rifling through stuff. You take in the entirety of his hovel, and it's just tables with like gadgets and gizmos and like
Organized
different.
chaos.
Yeah, it's crazy. And obviously an inventor, as they mentioned, and he comes back with a little bundle like this of cogs and metal. And he says, "Oh, I have a gift for you. Baldora told me to give you something because you helped her out, and I really appreciate it. So here it is." He puts it down, and it's a little, like I said, looks like a little bundle made of copper. He takes out a key from takes out a ring and he starts going through his keys. Not that one, maybe that one, not that one. He takes the key off it. This is not the right music for this part.
I was just thinking it was strong off the mood.
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Oh,
having a hard
tavern
time
followed
picturing
us.
his home.
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
are these weird people?
This quartet follows us everywhere.
Anyway, so he walks in and he says, he goes, "Oh yeah, that's the right key. That's it." And he puts the key in, and he starts to whine at you. And maybe 30 seconds to a minute
I'm
later,
gonna back up a little
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
and just ask him what
he
is
kind of
it.
stops. He goes, "Oh, you're gonna love it. Don't worry. It's
I'm
great."
leaning in closer.
What?
I'm leaning in closer.
What?
I want to get a really good look at it. So I'm
All right.
leaning closer.
Watch this.
Back it up.
I made this like 3 weeks ago. It was amazing.
I'm excited.
Okay, ready? He continues doing it. He's like, "You okay? You look a little worried."
Oh, I'm excited. We came straight here when Baldora sent us. So
All right,
let's-
okay, well, one more minute.
Sort of.
Still whines it maybe for another minute or so. And after about a minute, all of a sudden it springs to life,
Oh, yeah.
and you all kind of jump a little bit, and it's a little clockwork dog, and it kind of does this, and it kind of like scratches its neck, and as it moves, it makes cringy sounds. It kind of runs around in a circle and comes up to you and kind of jumps on your thigh, and then runs over to you and kind of like
As they
starts
do.
to kind of do this, and it just kind of walks around, sits in the middle, and just kind of sits like this.
Is this Hank?
Why?
That's amazing.
yeah.
That's incredible.
He says, he's for you. Thanks for helping Baldor out.
Is he like a
Can we name him
normal
Ubo?
copper dog?
Yeah, he's, yeah.
What
He's,
is it for a companion?
It's a clockwork dog. It's, yeah, it'll follow you around. You wind it for like a minute,
How big is it?
and then it just follows you.
Will it help us in battle?
What kind of battle?
Battle.
Any battle?
What are you fighting?
Giants, mostly.
No, not giants. No, not good for giants.
Rust monsters, maybe?
No. He's probably not great for battle.
Oh.
But he's a good friend. He'll follow you around.
I could carry him, I suppose.
If you need to, he's good for your heart.
What do we?
Why?
Because he's a friend.
He's heart healthy.
Yeah.
Can he be
Like flax.
sent as a messenger?
Probably not. Not that smart either. He just kind of like a. The dog comes over and he kind of like curls up. In your
And
lap.
how often does he have to be
Wound
up?
Every 12, half a day will last.
Every
Every-
12 half days.
No,
No, not
half a day.
Oh,
Like there's 24 hours in a day. So half is 12.
Well done.
Oh, thank you for the math
Is
lesson.
there that many hours in the day?
We
don't really know.
Again, there's not really hours. But
Thank
You're
you
full.
It's half a day.
for the dog.
I'm going off the
Are you
gnome.
sure this was the only thing she wanted us to
Yeah,
have?
well, wait, there was one more thing.
Yeah. I take the dog.
hang
I'll
on.
throw it in the
He
bag
goes in his
holding.
pocket and he pulls out this little stone. And he kind of shakes it
Kinderig.
and he listens.
You're illegal
Smacks it
in
a
this
bit.
part of the world.
He listens again. Oh yeah, that's right. She said you guys should definitely visit Everland. Yeah. You should seek out Crowin Valharrow. He's a wizard out there who resides at the Moongleam Tower.
Oh gosh.
He's a powerful wizard known to sponsor adventurers just like yourselves. And Beldora said you had some important things to do, and she told me to give you that information.
What city?
Does the stone say anything else?
You listen. You
Yeah, I got-
Forestone types are all up in the trees
we gotta
all
find
the time.
Crow and
All you guys
Valhalla
care about
and
is like dancing around
Moongleam
fires
Tower.
and making
I
little
just missed
brews
this city.
and
That was the only thing
alchemy
that I
things
missed.
and what?
Could you just the
Sorry.
city, please?
Huh?
The city, please.
The city. Everland.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think we should probably
You got the
get
rest?
traveling again.
I think so.
You sure?
We'll find out next week.
What took you so long to get here?
It snowed.
A lot of snow. A lot of snow.
There's a lot of that up here.
A few frost giants along the way.
Few frost giants along the way.
You killed Frost Giant.
Yeah, we're the defenders of ice.
Do you have anything that would help us to fight frost giants?
Oh,
They did give us the dog.
Perhaps a larger copper dog?
No.
I put the dog in the bag.
I'm
Hold
all
on.
out of giant slaying robots.
Did you have some
Do
before?
you usually have them?
No.
Oh.
Have you had
But I've
them?
got plans.
Do
I
you,
like you. Let's
Do you
be friends.
perhaps have a means of travel that's faster than going by foot or by horse? Like we traveled here with a giant that had a cloud castle, but are there other means of traveling by air that might speed up our travel?
We are chasing giants that are flying by eagle.
Or do you have a method of contacting a giant that has a cloud castle?
What I can tell you is that perhaps the wizard can help you with that.
Crow and Valhalla.
From where?
Crow and Valhalla?
Yeah, that guy.
And how far away is he?
Or you could try riding the dog, but I'm not sure it'll take your weight.
Well, it might take Bolivar's.
Well, you might. No, not even that. I wouldn't try. I'm kind of attached to him. But
There's a lot of gears and stuff. I don't want to
What
get
do we
caught.
feed a copper dog?
You don't. He's a copper dog. Oil?
Okay, there's no dumb question, Jinx.
All right. Yeah. Is there anything else I can do for you guys? You're welcome to stay here.
Which direction is Everland?
It's east.
And how many days
Yeah.
ride to the wizard, do you think?
Oh dear. Don't know if I have a recent map of the Sword Coast. Let me take a look. He goes and starts to rummage through all this stuff.
I think we have one.
Oh, true. We have a map of.
Oh, so you guys can kind of figure that out, right?
Well, you can tell us based on the map.
We could figure it
Can't
out.
really find the map right now, so.
Sorry, we have a map you can look at.
Oh.
Is what I was trying to.
Oh, that's what you're
impart.
trying to say. Oh, okay. Well, there it is.
Right on a wall.
I've actually never been to Everland, and
This is encouraging.
yeah, well, I know it's east. That's all I know. But if you can find it,
McGill, would you care to peruse?
you guys take out your map. You roll it out.
It's east.
This is west. Where?
It's like southeast, I think.
Southeast, you think?
Is it worth going there when we could be losing track of your sister?
A few steps back to fly faster forward.
What's the name of this
If
town,
it
guy?
works out in that way,
It's Everland.
we may lose the trail.
No, where we are right now.
You're at Hundlestone.
It wouldn't help us if we have some
Something
flight with no
Hundlestone appears on
direction.
this.
It's not a 10 trail.
That's true.
South of Bridge.
Well, they are flying.
Yeah, that's
presumably
where
they're
we are.
not.
Right around there.
snaking their way through the sky.
Do you see Everland?
The direction they were heading in is the direction.
Not
they were
on
heading
this
in.
map.
I suppose, but
No, you sure?
Vor, the problem that we face is that if we stay on foot, we may never catch them. I propose, as painful
Do you?
as
Oh,
it is,
do you see Silvery Moon? I think it's south of Silvery Moon.
I think he's talking to McGill.
no, I was talking to Valavar and Vor.
I'm listening, but
McGill's reading the map and
yeah.
this
Oh,
character.
there's the other Remorhaz, but
Continue.
Yeah. Just east of that.
It might serve both our and
Aye,
my sister's
well,
interests.
then it's not pointed out on this
If we
map.
seek
It's
out
in that
this
area.
wizard,
It's in the
Why is
area
that?
of
Wizard.
Remorhaz.
Yeah.
the wizard.
That's
we
a
seek
fair
out the
bit
wizard
east of where we are now.
It's a ways.
and see if he
do you
has
have
any
a faster
means
way of getting there?
It's like 50 miles east of
That's
the
what, a
Everwars.
day?
No, of the Everwars. From here, that's like, oh jeez, I don't know. He gets a little protractor. He starts to kind of look at your map,
Oh.
and he says,
Yeah.
Not encouraging.
We're here, and he's proposing that we travel all the way over
"It's like
here
400 or 500 miles."
Whoa.
to go back west. Makes no
We're
sense.
almost at the coast. Where are these giants gonna be?
Well, we know the giants are where. We're
We
not
have an
in
idea
this
of where
area.
they're heading, but we don't know their destination.
Somewhere between Luskin and Fireshare, I would imagine.
We've been speaking with Jinx. I don't know if it's worth the extra travel, even if flight gives us more speed.
They would have no idea how to get
I agree. It's not at all.
Jinx seems to think it may be worth it. What do you think?
I don't
To
think Jinx has
travel
seen the map.
east to just travel back west? I don't think so.
We'd be retracing our ground.
No, we'd be going back much further than the distance we've already traveled west.
Jinx, whatever you decide, it's your sister. If you feel like it's best to travel back
Oh,
to
your
the
sister's
wizard,
missing? You should
I
probably take
support
care of that
you.
first.
There's no
I'm just saying,
guarantee
family's important.
that we'd even get means of flight from this man.
No.
Well, Mr. Ironbottom, we seem to have a problem. We do need to keep track of my sister, but we are falling further and further behind in
Yes.
our quest.
I bet.
Have you invented anything, or can you think of anything that might speed us in our journey?
No, I said, but, no. Which way you're headed?
At the moment, we're tracking a group of giants southwest.
He says, to be honest with you, I have no idea. I haven't been out of Hundlestone in some time.
what do you make mostly?
Wow. Okay. All right. Listen. His voice gets a little lower. He says, "Let me level with you for just a minute. I'm here to help you. Go see the wizard when you have some time."
Would you say it's more important than going to see his sister or save his sister?
No. But it'll make traveling easier. That's all I can say. All right. Okay. Y'all have a big task ahead of ya.
Jinx, I'll have to leave this one up to you. I can't make this decision.
Well, you heard Thwip. In a moment of apparent isolated sanity, he's given us direction as to how we might be able to best.
You said that in
Sir.
front of him? You said in front of him in a moment of
I said it
isolated.
in Draconian.
Okay.
He and I are speaking Draconian.
Pardon me.
I don't know Draconic.
Only
You just
you and I
smile and
speak
nod.
Draconian.
Smile and nod, boy.
I'm speaking to McGill
So you're like,
while
well,
looking at Vor.
Oh.
Thwip.
He looks at you. He goes, "Go find your sister, then head to Everland. All right? But it'll be worth it."
But you said that the wizard might help us with travel.
Yeah. But that's a ways to travel before you head south. And if you're losing them already,
What time of day are we?
At this point, you guys left in the morning. It's about midday.
It's midday in Hundlestone.
Yeah.
Well, the birds can't fly forever.
I think we take up the trail again and get after your sister.
Agreed.
We meet up with Harshnag, and
His eyes go wide. You know Harshnag?
Yes.
Like the legendary giant killer?
Yes.
He's a friend of yours?
Yes.
He's,
Traveling outside of town so as not to arouse suspicion.
Huh.
We're all legendary.
Yeah, but Harshnag,
giant
he's
killers.
He's quite impressive.
I killed 2 in the last battle.
He's a member.
He
He's
does
a member
most
of
of the damage.
He's a member of Force Grey.
What is
They
Force
mean
Grey?
business.
A member of what?
Force Grey.
Force.
Yeah.
Great.
Tell us what you know about
Giant
Force
hunters.
Grey.
Oh, just I know they're legendary giant hunters. Been doing it a long time.
Do they?
And why do giant hunters hunt down their own kind?
Harshnag's one of those different ones. A lot like Dritzt.
Who's Drist?
Oh, that's a story for another time.
I think I've heard
Wait,
that
would
name
I
before.
would I have heard that name in
Give me a history
Gauntlgrim?
check.
You may have. I may have.
You guys can give me a history check.
9.
You've heard of a legend. Actually, you specifically
16.
have heard of legends of a drow that was a good-hearted drow that fought. Legendary warrior.
I've never met a good-hearted drow.
You
But
met
it's a
cold-hearted
nice story.
snake? You made a cold-hearted snake?
They're all cold-blooded, aren't they?
Give me a perception check. Todd?
Cold blood, cold heart.
You never listened to Paula Abdul?
What's up, Paula
What's Paula
Abdul?
Abdul? Is she a bard?
19
famous
for my
drow.
perception check.
What's that?
19 for my perception
What?
check.
Famous drow?
Very.
Yeah. I find those drow are never too hot, never too cold.
No.
No. Even when they take their best shot, they're too hot to hold.
I'm sorry I began this conversation.
You ought to be.
That's good. High five. High five. All right.
Inspiration to Jay.
You, what I told you before, if you remember correctly, is even more apparent as soon as that conversation. There was a click there. Okay. All right. He says, "Well,
It was just information for me.
is there anything else I can? Anything else I can do for you while you're here?"
I say we get going, Jinx.
I agree. Mount up.
Yeah, I just.
Thank you
I'd give
very
you
much for your
something
hospitality.
For the dog, but I just. I
Oh
don't
no, it's a gift. You,
Okay, thank you.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
So as
You're
you guys head
carrying
out
it
the
up.
door, he says, "All
It's
right,
in the
later."
dagger holding.
Like out the door, he puts on whatever guys he had before. All right, take care. Y'all be safe now. You hear?
Thank you.
That was for our Louisiana folks.
Yeah. I hope that was for him.
All right, you hear and all the locks kind of lock up the door again as you guys are out in the cold streets of Hundlestone.
Okay, so we're gonna head southwest out of town.
Okay.
We stocked up on provisions, right?
I don't think we've really burned through many provisions
No,
since
you're probably right.
leaving Icewind
In
Dale.
here,
No, you're right.
It didn't take long
possibly,
to get
it's
to
a bit of a
your
meager town. So,
settlement.
although
Your
this might be the
feet.
place.
Settlement.
It's
Former
gnomes and
settlement.
dwarves,
Well,
and,
you still get
yeah,
chemistry.
and you have seen a couple
kind of on
riding
the side,
dogs.
like just try to find some armor for the dog, and run around and.
Sure. As you guys are kind of walking through town, you do see an armor smith off to the side.
Well, we have a blacksmith in the garden now.
Does he have piles of leather on him?
Of course he does. He's a
He's I always take
He's a
raw
dragon.
iron with me because I'm an ironsmith.
dragons always have one. Fine,
You
we'll find a
walk
fine
in, to keep it moving. You walk into the local armor smithy. A dwarven gentleman greets you, and you ask about barding, and he says, "I absolutely do have one set of mastiff barding. Don't know if it'll fit, but we can give it a go."
Birds.
How many birds does it take to make this?
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
In all fairness, Brandon started that joke.
Yeah, blame it on me.
Yeah, I heard that.
Deflection.
How many bars does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Barding.
Joke's over.
It was over a while ago.
Oh, barding.
Ah. Hey.
Okay. The cost is 4 times the equivalent armor made for humanoids and boys twice as much.
What? What?
Cost is 4 times
The cost is 4 times and weighs twice as much?
because
As a human,
Bards aren't cheap, man.
it's a mastiff.
but it's a mastiff. So we're talking
massive.
about horse barding. So if we look at leather, I will give you the price of. He offers you the price of regular. What kind of barding do you want?
What are my options?
The best kind.
He has.
He had one set. He doesn't have options.
That's right.
He's got a pretty. Which can I choose?
He's got studded leather barding.
He's got studded leather. Is it really good? Can I tell? Like, is it? He made it like.
Doesn't
really
matter.
Well? How much is it?
65 gold.
65 gold. Ah. Have you
Armor
heard?
class is 12 plus the dexterity modifier,
Okay.
and it's about 15 pounds.
Have you heard of the Defenders of Icewind Dale?
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay, I know what my modifier is anyways. It's, oh, damn. It's a 12?
Not on your life, gnome.
What is he? He's a dwarf. You have it.
No.
You've slain many giants. I have this paper.
Yeah,
That
sure
shows.
you have.
I do. I have a paper that says that we're the Defenders of Icewind Dale.
We're the Revengers.
Can I show him the paper?
Sure.
I show him the paper.
It says here that you're deputies.
No, we have the title. Isn't that on the paper? We have the title.
No.
Well, that price seems a little steep. I'm guessing that since you only have one, you probably don't have much of a market for these, and you're hoping to get rid of this as quickly as you can.
Nicely played.
It's just sitting in your stock, depreciating. Nobody wants depreciating stock. Like, I'll give you
50 gold.
I'll give you 45 gold. That's all I got on me.
50 is my last offer.
I happen to have 50.
Alright.
But it's good, right? It's
Yeah,
awesome. It's like
great. Yeah.
the best.
The best. Worth 65.
The best you'll find. in the
Looks
next
like
5 feet.
45, but I'll give you
The
50.
best you'll find within 5 feet.
I give him the 50. I'll take it. I'm just gonna walk.
Okay.
I'm not even
He
around.
kind of eyes you on the whole way out. Alright, so now you have
Yeah, he
birdie
does.
for your dog. Alright, so you guys want to head south, continue following the path. Survival
Yes.
check, sir.
Going on a giant hunt. Going on a giant
Gonna find a big one.
21.
Find a big one.
21.
Plus, I want to do the primeval
uh-oh,
awareness thing. I want to
snow,
search
deep
for
snow.
giants.
Play it safe, right?
Holy shit.
Seriously, that just
we are-
happened? Yep. A lot of editing to do on this one, I think.
Okay, so you guys are heading. Okay, so do you guys know where you're heading? You're
Yeah.
just following,
We're following
the
birds
wilderness,
in the middle of nowhere,
trying to find.
his sister's remains.
We can assume Harshnag circumnavigated the town
Yeah.
and knew to be southwest on the giant trail.
He's a nude beast.
Nude beach, he said.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Nude beach.
Sorry, where are the nude beaches?
On the outskirts of town.
Okay, so you meet Harshnag outside of town. You travel for another, I don't know, 10 miles or so. Another half a day. It's nearing dinner time. You guys are hungry. You've met Harshnag again. You guys continue southwest. Still along the 10 trail.
Sorry, who's first name?
The giant.
I'm kidding.
You guys notice, though, at this point, that rocky tundra is starting to give away to more of like icy hills, snowy hills.
patches of grass. The terrain is starting to give a little bit.
As we walk,
Yeah.
can I say to him, tell me about Force Grey. And I hope he just doesn't kill me.
He stops.
Not evil.
I like the little people.
Yeah.
Not you. Them. We better make haste. We don't want to lose them.
Didn't walk into that at all.
I'm just gonna stomp
Right.
off.
You guys continue on. You guys hello, hey, welcome back. Sorry about that. Obviously some stream interruption and connectivity issues. We're working it all out. We're trying to, anyways. Hope you're all enjoying. Do we still have anybody watching there, Joel?
Currently, no.
Hooray!
0
watchers.
on both channels.
Let me just double check. Yeah, 0 on both channels. So
Right.
go ahead and just play.
All right. So, about 40 feet away, you see elk. About, yeah, that's fine. What do you want to do? There's about a half a dozen elk
Should get some meat.
over the rise.
I don't think we need to. The time it takes to hunt and skin and
You're right.
cut up the meat,
We
it'd
have
be
a greater
time lost.
priority, right?
I believe we we took down 2 on our way back to Icewind Dale.
Let us keep moving.
As soon as you say that, the ground below one of the elk, you hear rumbling. And the ground starts to rumble beneath you a little bit.
Is
You
there any
sense a bit of a
cover?
tremor. And the ground explodes under one of the elk. And in a spray of snow. And it gets pulled into the earth and disappears. At which point all the rest of the elk
Scatter.
Our first Twitch friend request.
Yay! First Twitch friend request, thank you.
I think it was me.
Whoever that is.
I think it was me
Who is
during
it?
the break. It was me.
No!
Yeah,
it?
I'm sorry.
What's your name?
It's.
You don't. It's not you.
I can't tell you. I'll tell you later, but it is me. It starts with an H.
Oh, okay, yep, it's you.
I'm sorry,
Aw.
guys. I'm sorry.
Anyways, it's all good.
Oh.
Why didn't you have to say anything?
Let's continue on.
I don't like happiness.
All right, so all of a sudden, the ground explodes. This elk gets pulled under, and you see a cloud of steam rise out from the area that it was. The rest of the elk scatter, and there's silence.
I draw my weapon.
Roll initiative.
Oh. Can we just turn around and go the other way?
Do we all get to roll twice?
No, I only do.
Okay. Well, unless I spend a luck point, right? That's okay.
It's one of my abilities.
What'd you get, Pumpkins?
14.
Vela says, "Thanks for coming back, guys."
You're welcome. What'd you get?
12.
Alright. Very good.
Great.
That's it.
Finally get to fight something.
I've been fighting like for a month.
Not today.
That's true.
So we didn't
Sorry,
catch a
guys,
glimpse
1 sec.
of what it was. Or...
Other than there's steam, which means it's probably not a frost giant.
That's some
Okay.
Steam giant.
Anyway, sorry. So you guys, there's silence. I want you guys to make perception checks, please.
What just wrong?
Passive or active?
16.
Active.
14.
Good job. Well done.
24.
Okay. Sorry, what were the numbers? 24?
24.
13.
13?
McGill?
For perception.
What's your perception?
Perception? Oh, I get 16.
And you?
14.
Who's first?
What's the giant roll? Our friend.
8.
8.
I'm just gonna call him
Cleanup hitter.
our giant. With an 8. What about the other guys?
Harshnag.
Harshnag.
Too much work.
Yeah.
Sounds like mother-in-law.
What is the other one giant that we're fighting?
Look like
What did he get?
It's the one, the half giant.
8 for Harshnag,
Harshnag.
and then your retainers move on your turn, and you control them.
Okay.
Wait, we don't have an opponent yet. What did the opponent
What
roll?
weapons do they
8.
have?
The opponent
Wait,
rolled
wait,
an 8.
Harshnag? Oh.
Did we give them weapons?
This is Agrax.
Oh.
This is Agrax, and these two are your retainers.
Oh, Harshnag. He's
Do
about
they-
to
do
betray
they
us.
go in-
Agrax is a rapier.
Yep.
They'll do the same damage though, and the two have a hammer and a dagger.
They go on his turn with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Alright.
Okay.
All right, who's first?
I am.
Okay. Valabar's up first. McGill's on deck.
I don't know what I'm attacking.
What do you do? You start to sense the,
I
you
hold
start
my-
to sense the ground shake,
I hold my.
and it seems like it's
action.
approaching.
Yes.
Is there any trees? Is there any ridges that I can hide behind?
What you can see here.
Oh.
It happened basically ahead of you and to the left a little bit, 40 feet or so.
Well, I'm not going to run that way then. I shall run that way. To that tree. Please send me that way. 25 feet to the tree with my mastiff. And I hold my action until I have an obvious target.
Okay, and what are you gonna do? What's the obvious target?
Uh,
When you see whatever creature it is, you're going to shoot.
if something attacks any of our party, I will fire my short bow.
Okay, all right. McGill, Jinx, you're on deck.
What order is the creature that we're...
You don't know.
We don't know.
No.
I cast Barkskin on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a ready action of firing my bow at the first hostile sign from whatever it is that created this earthquake.
Okay.
How far away is it from us?
But otherwise, you're gonna stay where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How far away?
It was about 40 feet from you, where it took out the elk.
So it's still about 40 feet away, we assume, or the whole, like the,
The
whole.
whole.
We're facing east?
West, southwest. That is southwest.
Okay, so the board just
This is
got
east.
spun a bit.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
On what?
The whole.
Okay. As you guys have seen before, Jinx concentrates for a moment. How long does it take to cast? Is it instantaneous?
It's one action.
Okay, so you take your action. He concentrates, and the shaft of light shoots through the clouds and buries into the snow, and starts to burn away and melt that snow just over the hole.
15 to hit.
No, there's
no, there's no. Okay.
There's no damage.
So there's damage then.
No. And is it? You don't have to hit, but it has to take a save, right?
Constitution save.
Okay. All right.
Let's see here.
Okay, my turn.
Vor, you're up.
Oh, sorry. I have to deal damage.
Where's Harshnag? This is Harshnag?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this one?
Our
10?
giant.
Got it.
That's yeah, 2d10. Okay. So.
Hey, is your
Oh,
guy
what do your
named
retainers do?
All right.
Is your guy named Sebastian? Hey, David. Is
No.
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 Woohoo! First real
All
Twitch
right,
follower!
Sebastian, welcome.
Oh, wait,
Thank
no,
you.
that's me.
You are our
Sebastian.
first Twitch subscriber.
Yeah.
You
Stay
win some.
tuned, buddy.
Yay!
12 points of damage if it fails its save.
Okay.
Of radiant damage.
Right.
Okay. Sorry, my squire.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, they're not going to do anything. I
They're
mean,
just
they'll
gonna
draw
stay.
their weapons, but
Okay,
they don't know
they're
what
just
they're.
going to stay.
Yeah.
But,
no,
okay.
hit.
And are they riding a horse right now? How many horses are there? You guys are supposed to be on your horses, right?
I'm on my mount.
So put one of the horses over by Jinx for his people.
Or- now, when I cast,
I'm just going to give you 3 minis, Jeff,
That's
for your
fine.
guys. Go ahead.
So we
After
should
I
all be
cast
close to our
Moonbeam.
mounts. Is that what I'm gleaning?
do I hear anything?
Wait, one more time, Jeff.
After I cast Moonbeam
Yeah.
on the hole,
Yeah.
do I hear anything?
No.
After?
No, you should. As it starts to kind of melt away the snow.
Okay.
That kind of energy sound, high pitched energy sound. You put those by. I'll buy that horse there. Buy that brown horse.
Oh, the brown fox. Oh, okay.
No, brown horse.
They're so wee.
Okay. Sorry. Vor, you're up.
Yes. Okay.
Our
So
on deck.
what I do is I run up close to where it showed up, and I jump 3 times, really hard on the ground, like stomping my feet.
Okay.
And then I very stealthily take 5 steps back,
Okay.
waiting for it to come up.
Okay. So you run over, you stomp really hard.
Bam, bam,
Why
bam.
don't you give me a strength check
I can do that.
and then a stealth check?
No. Strength came out to a 10.
Okay.
And stealth is better. Over 20, not net.
Okay.
And that's what I do, and I'm holding my action for it to pop up.
Okay.
And Vrux is going to very, very sneakily wait beside me.
Okay. Give me a stealth check for Rux.
Oh, that's a crit fail.
Okay.
Wow.
He starts to bug out, actually, and and he lets out that scream that you haven't heard since you were attacked by them, but it sounds like a human scream, and it runs this way, its full distance, yeah, whatever distance he has left, yeah, right about there, and starts to kind of like he's doing circles. He's not afraid necessarily, but he just starts to kind of like bug out. Harshnag says, "Oh, Remorhaz! We used to have these as kids. Follow me!" And he runs that way.
Towards the hole.
Yeah. He moves about right beside you, Rux. Yeah. Okay. At this moment, from beneath the snow and ice bursts a creature that looks like this.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's cute.
It is. It's pretty.
In a cloud of steam and snow as it burrows its way up through the snow. Can you put that in front of Rux? Of Vor?
Holy shit.
They just call him like George.
That's gonna be.
It doesn't want to stand.
What's his name?
so-
Like
Does
Kevin?
it should stand. I built him to stand.
Can't we just fight some frost giants instead?
I just
Okay.
go home.
He all right. So he bursts out in front of Vor. I want anybody who held their actions to attack to do so. He bursts out over here, from beside you. Yeah, not where the hole was, but yeah, beside you.
So about where I was jumping?
Beside you. Yeah. He's not gonna stand. Give him to me for a sec.
I think it's just the way the.
He's gonna die anyways.
Give it
Doesn't
to me.
matter.
Let's lay him down.
Give him to me, please. Thanks.
Give him.
Give him to me. Give it
You
to
made
me.
it?
Well, I bought this at the Dollarama, and then I bought lizards, and I cut off all their feet, and then hot glued them to create a Remorhaz.
So yes,
Well,
he
all
did
right,
make
okay.
the Demogorgon.
So I did absolutely. Oh man,
Okay.
he stood yesterday.
You gotta hold him.
Okay.
Not-
Wanna-
I'm not dead yet.
Ah, he's
Okay.
sleeping.
Okay.
You
I
don't
go
fool
first
in
on the
anyone.
hold action order.
Yeah, I fire my short bow. Which is
many battle?
15.
15 does not
16.
hit.
Sorry, 16 to hit.
16. 16. It hits
Music.
its hide and,
Oh.
and deflects off.
Who's doing the music?
You can see that he's obviously a very large, huge creature, and he's got this crest of burning red hot spines down his back.
Nice.
But the rest of him seems incredibly cold, and kind of normal temperature.
Battle music.
Who's next? Go ahead.
Alright. I fire. I've drawn my bow. I've got an arrow knock drawn. And I fire, and I roll an 18 for the ranged attack.
That is a hit.
Okay. I cast Hunter's Mark.
Yep.
Hunter's Mark. So sorry. Hunter's Mark, I think, is a D6. Just be a moment.
So loud, dude.
Yep.
I couldn't hear it over him casting the Hunter's Mark.
8.
Who else held an action? You did? Okay.
10. Oh, that's not the right die. Sorry. There it is. 6 plus 3. 9 plus D6 plus 4. So 13 with the first arrow.
13 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to use extra attack and fire another arrow.
Okay.
And I miss. I rolled a
13?
I rolled a 9.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Who else was holding their action? Vor, you're next.
20 to hit. For my first attack.
That is a hit.
Okay.
You reach back with your axe and you plunge deep into its stomach as it's kind of rearing back to attack.
15 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
My second attack is a crit.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So.
First crit of the stream!
Woo! So, and I get to roll. What's it? I get to roll an extra die as part of my fighter abilities. Yes. So what is that? That's 14 plus 12 is 26. Plus 7 is 32 for my second hit.
32 damage?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, as part of my the class and being a champion, so
Okay.
I can roll.
As you so you come in with your axe in your first one, and you break its skin, and you see a hole. You come again, and you dig even deeper. At that point, a gout of fire shoots out onto your torso, and you take 7 points of fire damage.
What?
As it goes, and it starts to kind of writhe in pain. Then Vor held his action but cannot reach because he's not there.
You mean Vrux?
No, sorry, Harshnag. Sorry,
Yes.
can't get around. So he says, "Go get him, Vor. I'll be there in a minute." He's loving every minute of this. He says, "That's an adult one. This big one, We got them. Don't worry."
How's that for a big surprise?
This creature then turns on you, Vor.
Yep.
And he attacks. What's your armor class?
17.
First one's a 13. That doesn't hit. Second one's a 28.
Yeah,
Wow.
Okay. He comes down like this, and he comes down and he clamps onto you. I want you to make a strength check, please.
Nice.
23.
So he bites into you and crumples. Basically, his mouth goes over your torso and clamps into your sides. You take
3 points of damage. Was it a saving throw or?
Hang on. $32 points of damage.
Okay.
As his toothy maw closes in around your torso, and you scream in pain.
I forgot my remarkable athlete lets me add an extra 4 onto that, so it was actually like a 20. What was it? It was 23. 27.
So you feel him.
27 was my strength.
You feel him clamp onto you.
Yeah.
And he's trying to hold you in place.
Yeah.
And you put out your hands like this, and you start to force his jaw open. As you are not grappled, as you were able to successfully be ungrappled by him at this stage.
Do I?
At that point, he lets go and he backs up. He backs up off you.
And I don't take that damage, or
I know you take the damage.
32.
Yeah. Plus.
Jeez.
10 points of fire damage.
Wow.
As he backs off you,
Okay, so
this fiery heat breath, for lack of a better term, engulfs you as he kind of comes off. Just the heat of being inside his mouth.
What? Really?
Oh.
All right.
It's okay.
I'm
John, that's
bloodied.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Good to know.
So that's the thing.
Okay. And he immediately goes underground. Burrows.
Yeah, scared
and
him.
He's gone. Remove him from the board for a sec.
For a sec.
Here we go.
Balabear, you're up.
Yeah, I jump in the tree and I climb up a few branches.
Give me an athletics check.
I'm really good at athletics. 17.
Nice. You climb up about halfway up the tree.
Yes.
Balabear is in the tree.
Is that a?
So you're a tree bear.
Is that an action or is that my movement?
That is your movement.
I shall hold my action till he reappears.
And you're going to try and fire?
Yes, I will fire my bow once again.
Okay.
I would say disadvantage.
He's absolutely. Don't worry.
Oh, I should have an advantage. A high point like that.
Don't worry. Miguel, you're up. Jinx, you're on deck.
Yep.
I cast Zephyr Strike upon myself.
Yep. What does that do again?
I can move without any opportunity attacks made against me.
Okay.
And so it lasts for a minute. So during that minute, I can choose to have advantage on an attack.
Yeah.
And if the attack is successful, I roll an additional 1d8 against that creature.
Okay.
So now that the creature is burrowed, I am going to knock an arrow and be ready to attack the moment that creature pops up again.
Okay.
fire the arrow again.
Okay.
So I will expend that spell slot. This music seems very appropriate.
Slightly repetitive.
Oh, don't worry, you won't be alive much longer to hear it. So.
Yeah.
I
You
know,
just go
I'll
to sleep.
right
You
through
just go
it.
to sleep.
Jinx, you're up.
That
Okay,
deep,
I'm gonna.
So you held your action, Todd,
I've held my action yet.
until he appears again.
Correct.
Okay, go ahead, Jeff.
What can I do? I've got Moonbeam going.
That's a concentration spell, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I move it over the last hole that he disappeared down and wait for him to pop back up.
Okay, so try and move over there. I don't think you have the movement to do so. Use the. We have a ruler.
Yeah, with a ruler.
That's 6 inches, right?
What are we
You're
talking
moving
about?
your full movement
Where's the hole?
in front of beside Vor there. Don't do it, Dave.
I didn't. It's,
Okay, so you're gonna wait right around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Done.
Wow, that's quick.
Oh, there's nothing to hit. So. My commoner's retainer will move as close to me as possible.
Okay. They don't move as. Yeah, they move 30, I guess, right? Yeah. So move just beside them. Yeah. Are they still on their horse?
No.
They've dismounted and gone.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I've also dismounted my
Yeah, I imagine.
mastiff.
Who is now wearing wording? Vor, you're up. And you're holding your action as well?
Yeah. Okay.
What's your plan?
My plan?
Oh, PG name 1122 is now following us on Twitch. It's our second Twitch subscriber. Welcome.
Go PG. Okay.
Oh,
You're holding it to what? What are you going to do when you see him?
I'm going to move Moonbeam on top of him.
I don't know if you can do that as a held action.
Well, it's an action.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Okay, so you're going to move Moonbeam on him when he... Okay, cool. And how far does Moonbeam travel?
120 feet.
Wow. Jeez.
Yes, I know.
Warrior up.
All right.
Harshnag's on deck.
I am going to. I have no idea where it might be popping up next, right?
No. As of right now, you don't hear anything. You do hear... give me a perception check.
9.
No. You feel general rumbling, but you don't know what distance.
Okie dokie.
You know it's on the move.
All right. So I am going to run over here and jump up into the tree. And climb up about halfway.
Athletics check.
So that's a critical fail.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So you start to climb the tree.
Yep.
And you're large. This tree has seen some harsh times. It falls over.
Whoa.
Timber. As you just feel the branches under you, and it starts to snap at the center of it.
Yeah.
And you go over, and the tree
this
is currently on top of you.
It's fun, guys.
And you're
okay.
prone.
And I'm prone.
Wow.
Okay. Do I take damage?
No.
Lucky tree.
30 points of tree damage.
You didn't get too high before it started to tumble over.
Okay.
It just knocked you over, so it's not.
Yeah, you didn't roll a 2.
Really weak tree.
All right.
I would have had a 10 if I'd rolled it too.
Harshnag. So Harshnag puts his axes away, bends down, and pulls out this massive rock out of the ground, like this, and hefts it like this, and just starts to kind of like look in the direction that it was. At this moment, it bursts out of the snow again, beside the horse at the back.
Roar, gar.
That one.
Yeah, the other one. That's much better.
And it attacks the horse.
Oh.
It's okay, it's a strong horse, it'll be fine.
Yeah, he's got armor.
Delicious horse.
It's got a broken leg. It's not going to be able to move
It
around.
comes up and it grabs the horse and it disappears under the ground with the horse.
Oh man.
Whose horse is that?
Did I have a chance
That's your
to
pack
get
horse with all
a
the
shot?
Zurich stuff on it,
Did
right?
I get a chance to take my
First
shot with
Zurich
my held
knows
action?
horse.
Yes. With disadvantage.
Oh. Did I get
Yep, you sure do.
with disadvantage, you said?
No, you don't. He does.
13.
Where are you? No, you're right there, yeah.
13.
13 is a miss.
Yeah.
You're having a hard time holding your bow in.
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, critical fail.
Do I get my...
What's that? Yeah, you do. As you do, yeah.
I threw my bow at the...
You shot your bow instead of the arrow.
Holding the arrow.
Yeah. You whip around, and just in your anxiety to try and hit it, I'm gonna let it go this time. It shoots wide.
Yeah, it's okay. You didn't have a tree.
You move Moonbeam.
Yep.
It circles and hits the Remorhaz. How much damage does it do?
It takes...
Does it have to do a check,
So
save
is
of
this
some kind?
still on the board?
No, it went back
But
down
this
the
all
hole.
happened before he disappeared.
Yeah.
What does it have to get?
15.
And what happens? Half
He gets
damage?
half damage. Yeah.
Okay, he takes half damage. What is it?
Okay. 10.
But half of that.
Half
No,
of it.
you get 2 of them. Oh, right, sorry. I just assumed that.
Just
roll 10
assume they're
again,
both
so-
going to be the highest number. Okay.
5.
Okay. All right. So he gets hit by Moomy. It starts to simmer, and you can see that his hide starts to smoke, and then he pulls the horse under, and disappears. Balber, you're up.
I climb a little higher. How tall is this guy?
Which guy?
This thing.
You saw.
Can he reach me
He's
in the
wrecked.
tree? You think?
Could probably take down the tree.
I don't feel good about rolling another athletics check, so I think I'm going to stay where I was and hold my action until I see him again.
Okay. You're holding your action, doing the same thing?
Yep.
Okay.
It's been going really well so
He's
far.
losing a lick.
Yeah.
My Frankenstein ability
Yes.
didn't.
We
Right?
hurt him.
Oh well.
We don't know where he is yet.
Oops. Okay, so McGill, you're up. Jinx, you're on deck.
Same thing as prior. I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
Knock another arrow. Wait to attack this mofo.
Okay. All right. Jinx, you're up. Vor, you're on deck.
Hold action.
Same thing.
Yep.
Okay.
If he appears in front of me, can I attack with a short sword? Do I have to specify that I'm attacking with a weapon?
No, you can drop or sheath a weapon and pull out another one as a free action.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Alright, so I get up.
Yep. That's half your movement.
Yeah, okay. And I cuss out the tree. And I'm going to hold my action for when he comes up.
Okay. You don't want to move at all.
I'm going to stay next to this guy.
All right.
If Harshnag gets pulled down, we all flee, right?
Harshnag continues to kind of hold and wait. Oh wait, he got his. He's supposed to hurl a rock.
Yeah.
And that's a hit. He lets this rock fly, and it smacks this thing. And the thing goes like this, right in the head. He says, "Ha ha! I got you!" And before it goes down, it pops up beside you, McGill.
Yay!
Here?
Yeah.
Within range of me?
Nope.
Oh.
Beside McGill.
Worth a shot.
And it attacks. Now, before it attacks, held actions.
Yeah.
Who held their actions? Everybody did?
I did. Yeah.
Let's
I
go
did too.
order. Balabear,
Yep.
attack with disadvantage.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
You fall out
can't
of the tree.
roll.
I
You
fall
go
out
to
of the
try and you fall out. Take
3 points of damage
Okay.
as you land in the snow beside your mastiff.
Uh,
You hear "Ah!" behind you. McGill. You guys are just not wanting all over the place.
yeah.
Not that one.
What is it?
It's a 19 plus 6, so 25.
That's a hit.
That's a hit. This thing has all the shit coming at it. Hunter's Mark. It's got Colossus Slayer.
Yeah.
So attacks. We'll do the longbow attack as 1d6. That's a 6.
Nice.
Plus the Hunter's Mark is a 1, so 7. Plus Colossus Slayer is a d8. 5, 13. And Zephyr Strike.
Jeez.
Another d8.
Is Zephyr Strike a concentration spell?
Well, once it's cast, I can.
If it's a concentration spell, you have to maintain concentration. And isn't Hunter's Mark a concentration spell too?
Hunter's Mark is concentration. Zephyr Strike is concentration.
So you'd have to do only one. You would lose concentration on Hunter's Mark if you cast Zephyr Strike.
Well, I already cast
Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark, so I can't. So okay,
Yeah.
so I didn't.
Yeah.
I'll just remove the spell slot for Zephyr Strike.
Yeah.
So it's just Hunter's Mark.
Okay, so how much points is that?
13 before I cast.
Okay.
Plus my plus 3, so 16 points.
Okay. Your arrow rings true. You're
And
at
on
really
the
close
held
range.
action, you can't make the extra attack, right? It's just a 1.
You would get the attacks for the amount of attacks for your normal attack action.
Then,
Okay, so then I'll take the extra attack.
Yep.
so
Okay.
unleash the fury.
22.
Yep, that's a hit.
Good Jordan.
4. And Hunter's Mark is.
Doing better. Oh, you're holding up a little worse. Feeling worse?
No.
You look better though.
No.
6, 9 for the Hunter's Mark, or for the second arrow.
You look almost as good as Brandon does, so you're obviously improved.
Till. That's okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Oh,
We can
and
finish this out.
sorry,
Joel, we can finish this out. Yeah.
and Colossus Slayer. I should have added Colossus
Okay.
Slayer for both of those.
Okay.
And that is, Colossus Slayer is once per turn. It's a D8, and that is a whopping 1 extra point.
Okay.
That should be enough to kill it. We're fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's
Okay.
dead.
Who's next?
Jinx and then Vor.
Jinx have the hold action. Jinx, do your hold action.
Okay. Okay, I got 7 points. He has to do a Constitution save.
Sorry, where's he in the order? This guy?
He fails it.
Okay,
12 fails it.
15 fails it.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so he
fails it.
takes 7 points of damage for the first one.
Okay.
When I hold my action, should I not be able to attack him and then? Because he's disappearing before it's actually my turn again, right? So I can't do both.
You want to save again?
No, I do a save and then you just take. What is it? 2d6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
no,
you just
2d8.
roll, yeah. So roll another d8.
Okay,
And
so
just add them
another
together.
7 points.
Okay, you just add them together next
So
time.
14. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. He does not yet appear bloodied,
We took off a leg at least.
Yeah.
but he's close.
Hooray!
Okay. That's everybody's held action.
I still have mine.
You still have yours.
I'm not within melee range, right?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my heavy crossbow.
Okay.
We have movement, don't you?
No, not.
I can't
held
use it on
action.
a held action.
Oh.
That misses. It's an 8. And that misses. It's a 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Starships and Steel says hello, everyone.
Who's it?
Hey!
Starships and Steel.
Hey, Starships and Steel. Welcome to the stream.
S&S.
Yes.
All right. He attacks.
That one?
No.
He's the bigger threat.
McGill.
He just
All
wants
right,
a
Miguel.
snack.
Nom 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 nom.
That's
nom.
a 24
Okay.
That hits.
and a natural 20.
2 attacks. Okay, so
Oh, sorry, I'm lying. I'm lying. It's just 1 attack. I apologize. He takes 1 attack. So that's the 20. That's the first one. 24. 25.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Of course.
All right, and he takes.
I think what he meant was 20 points of damage. Oh no, wait, he probably meant double that.
It's right infinity.
That's not high enough. Not high enough. Not okay. That was good. He's grinning.
Extra one was just for you.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't have to roll it. You can just say natural 20 3 times and just.
It's 100, Miguel. It's 100 damage.
And you're dead.
You're in pieces now, so.
When he has to do the math in his head, it's a bad sign. Carry the 16.
You take
Multiply
43
that by 50.
points of piercing damage.
Fuck.
And 11 points of fire damage as he clamps down around you and attempts to hold you in place. I need you to make a strength check.
Jesus.
Rawr. Do this monster.
Oh.
Tree killer. Grr, hard.
$12.
12?
12.
Sorry, one sec.
It doesn't sound good.
No.
Yeah. Pretty sure yours was about twice that, and you still got crushed.
So the Remorhaz,
49.
it clamps down on you, and you see him lift McGill up and swallow him. The jaws close in around him. Currently, McGill, you are restrained and blinded while you were inside him. And there's darkness all around you.
Can I use my dark
And you just
vision?
feel this crazy heat inside. Blinded, you can't use dark vision. Crazy, intense heat inside. Claustrophobic, disgusting. You are obviously starting to panic as you are inside
Just
the
imagine
belly.
you're having sex. It's the same.
Inside the Remorhaz. Valbear.
He's still visible.
Who? Yeah, he's still up.
Kevin the monster.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand up,
Okay, that's half your movement.
and I'm going to fire. Oh no, I want to get back in the tree.
For real?
Ah,
Sorry, I mean, yes, you can do that.
Yeah, I don't want to get eaten.
Sorry, I didn't.
My buddy just got eaten. I don't want to get eaten.
Okay,
What do you want?
athletics.
18.
Yeah, you climb up that tree like a forest runner.
I fire
Nicely done.
another arrow.
Okay, disadvantage.
Oh.
I would say at this point, you know what? You can steady yourself. I don't know if you have to do disadvantage at this point.
Well, I've rolled twice. Which one should I take? The third
The
roll
first
that I
one.
do? Oh, it's 5.
That's a
11.
miss.
Okay.
McGill, you're up. Jinx, you're on deck. McGill, I need you to make a... what are you going to do? Actually, you are inside this creature. You're currently restrained, and you are, which means...
So
that you,
restrained, I can't make any kind of attack or anything.
well, no.
right?
A restrained creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. So you can attack, but it's on disadvantage because you're in close quarters and restrained. So you can still attack him from inside.
But I have disadvantage.
That's right.
Okay. So I'm gonna 2-weapon wielding
Okay.
attack. I'll do the first one. It's a 6, so we're gonna say that's probably the disadvantage roll. Yep. So 6 plus 6, 12.
That's a
No,
miss.
That's a miss. Second one.
You're just having a really hard time getting your weapons around to have enough momentum to really do the damage.
An 18 for the second roll
That's
is my
a hit.
disadvantage.
Yeah, with your shorter weapon, you're able to kind of come around.
So attacks. Still have Hunter's Mark and Colossus Slayer, so that's 2, 6, D8. Anybody else got a D8?
I felt that was an 8.
D8? Yeah. I'm not reaching down there.
How many streamers we got, Joel?
Right now we're dealing with 10.
What?
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome, all 10 of y'all.
Yeah.
14 points of damage on that second.
Yep.
And I'm going to take my extra attack.
Okay.
With disadvantage. 16, sweet. Keeping it going.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Ooh, so 22 for my disadvantage roll.
That's a hit.
That's a hit!
How many points did you do the first time? 14?
Done.
14.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've already burned Colossus Slayer. Yes. Okay. So 2 and Hunter's Mark. 3, so 5 plus 3, 8.
8. So altogether it's how much damage?
14 plus 8, 22.
Okay. So you guys start to see him kind of inside him, and he starts to move, obviously in pain. Something's going on, and you're seeing like pokes from inside its gullet as it's trying to kind of like
Men in
swallow
Black when he bursts out of the
McGill.
centipede.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Sorry, that was another 14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's absolutely bloody at this point.
Can
you actually
I
see
still
the tip of his sword come through part of its skin, and it starts to like gout like this hot red. Yeah.
Can I cast Cure Wounds on myself?
You could have as an action.
As an action.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Jinx, you're up.
Okay.
War's on deck.
Let's hit him.
That was some solid rolling on disadvantage.
You don't have to roll. I just have to roll a Constitution. What is it?
Well
15.
done.
That is a miss.
Not
so he
bad
takes
for
full
being inside the belly of the
damage.
beast.
2d8.
Literally.
Call me Jonah!
7 points of damage first one. 14 points of damage.
Okay. All right. Okay. Warrior up.
All right, I run up and I jump on its back.
Harshnag's on deck. Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to.
Give me an athletics check just to see if you can.
It's 20.
Okay.
Okay.
You manage to jump up and kind of grasp it around, and it's got these spines that are just searing red hot heat that you're not taking advantage from, but it's precarious.
Okay, so I was hoping to jump on it in such a way that I'm kind of standing on its back. Is that possible?
Yeah, you can stand on its tail. Yeah, but you've got these spines kind of through your legs and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're in a precarious position.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to take my swings.
Okay.
All right. At places that I didn't see the sword coming out.
Okay.
Okay. Crit fail.
Okay.
Good. That's good.
As you come up like this,
Yeah.
its tail starts to, and you fall off it.
Okay.
Prone.
And I can't use movement to get back up.
Yeah, you can. If you haven't moved yet. Yeah, you've had enough
All
movement.
right.
Yeah.
Then
But you're basically back up.
can I make my second attack?
No.
No?
No, because you were prone.
Because technically you can attack, move, and attack
Yeah,
again.
okay. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
So that
I'll give it to you.
count? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Does the 13 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, action surge. I'm
Okay.
using it.
You swing at it, and it's moving and kind of squirming, and you're just not able to.
Okay. I'm so done with this thing. Does a 14 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
All right.
How many action surges was that?
Well, it was one action surge, but
Yeah.
I've got 2 attacks per
Oh,
action.
okay.
So, yeah. So angry at this thing right now. 7 damage, and as my bonus action, because I still have my bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm going to use my second wind and heal a little bit, and that's going to heal 12. 12 hit
Okay,
points.
and you take 12 points of fire damage as
well, that even
Axe digs in and it gouts out fire into your face.
I'm going to be very happy to stomp on its guts when it's dead.
Yes, I bet you will. Harshnag is up. Harshnag runs over. Brings back his great axe and attacks. And hits.
Nice.
In your face! This is what I get for rolling all those 20s that other game.
Man.
Shy! 3 crit fails today.
That's okay. None of us have died yet. Whereas the
Yeah.
last battle, we needed those 20s, I think, a bit more.
We haven't died yet.
20 points of damage as he cuts into it. He's like, "Come on, you guys, it's time! They have good meat!"
Fire meat.
Take away.
Well, at
What
least
did I
it's
say we took away?
pre-roasted.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right.
20?
Yeah, that's thinking.
It's like roast chicken right off the bat.
It's starting to look pretty bad. It's gushing, steaming, red hot blood from a lot of its wounds, and it's starting to kind of slow down a little bit,
Yeah.
or quite a bit.
Oh, I haven't been using Vrux. Is he still freaking out over here?
Give me a wisdom check.
Probably a fail. I don't remember what he's
No,
got.
I think it was
He
19.
gets a
Yeah,
3.
it's fine. He manages to. I saw 19, so he manages to gather himself.
Okay. All right. So then he will attack.
Sure.
What do they call attack? I'm just looking up his stats again. So. I think that was.
We still at 10, Joel?
No, 6 now.
Cool.
Okay.
Just on Twitch or YouTube or all?
Both. Across
Nice.
both.
Cool. 13 to hit. No. Okay.
No. He starts to kind of try and claw at it as it kind of sees it ate McGill, who's his buddy, and you're attacking it.
Yeah.
And he's trying to kind of get at it, but he can't.
Good job, kitty cat.
It's a half-assed turn. Or, what's his name? Harshnag.
Harshnag. No, Harshnag just
half-assed.
attacked.
Harshnag.
Right.
It's turn.
Oh.
At the beginning of its turn, McGill.
It's already swallowed him. What's it gonna do? Throw him back up?
Poop him. Let's get a poop him.
Ooh, that'd be.
That's the worst one to come out.
Ever been pooped? I haven't.
How many
can
points you got
only
left,
imagine.
McGill?
Yeah, I can imagine. It wouldn't
20
be-
HP left.
Well, you know how painful it is when someone goes up your rear.
At
so
the beginning of his turn, you
We
take
don't know.
27 acid damage.
No?
You
All
can
right.
Describe it.
I am
As it-
in
as
my
it
bleed
begins
form.
to-
The same kind of.
As
would
it
be the same.
begins to ingest you.
Ah.
That's a shame.
And it reaches out and bites at you, Vor.
Okay, cool. Bring it on, beast.
20?
20 damage? Okay.
20 hit? Does it 20 hit?
Yeah, 20 hits.
20 damage. That's so funny.
I was hoping for 20
For
damage.
maybe a half bite.
From a lick, maybe.
Wouldn't it be easier to just get a 60-sided die, so you only have to roll like twice?
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll 1d100. Let me know what.
How many points you got left?
Me?
Not enough.
39, but I still have my super resistance thing too.
What's your super resistance?
Well, being a half orc, that means a hit that would knock me out would bring me down to 1 hit point. Instead.
You take 44 points of damage.
All right, then
As
I'm
he
at
bites
1
down
hit
on you.
point.
Yes,
I'm at 1
sir.
hit point with my
Okay.
skill.
He comes down on you and he bites you. And I need you to make a strength check.
It's my relentless endurance. That's
I feel like the giant versus this guy, just the giant should win.
All right, strength check.
Let alone all of us.
Ooh, 11.
Nice.
The dice are not liking me today.
Brandon, how far away are you and I from each other?
So he is
You're
currently
over there.
he
20 feet.
grapples onto you and he holds on.
Yeah, about 20 feet.
and you start to struggle against him, but he's holding you in place.
Okay.
Basically, and you're like, "Argh!" And you hear nothing from inside. Silence from in his belly.
I see. This is not a good fight for me, guys. He's obviously avoiding the bigger threat.
Battlebear, you're up.
This is balls. I'm so far away from him.
Yeah, I don't know, you're all over there.
I don't want to get killed,
Okay, fair enough.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Maybe you could ride a dragon monster.
I don't think
Keep
I'm
forgetting
gonna
to
try
use your
that.
Drake.
It's true.
I'm gonna
You have a
fire
lot
an
of guys to control
arrow.
You have a lot of people to control.
21. Woo!
Huzzah! Yep, they're not doing anything.
What does 21 hit with my arrow?
It does.
7.
7 points of damage.
Yes. I'm mighty.
Okay. McGill, first death save.
The mighty
Which
Battlebear.
you're
Yes.
using this. The red dice of death.
Oh,
Dun,
of
dun,
living.
dun.
Yay.
That's a success. Valavar fell out of the tree.
Oh, landed on his feet though.
Yeah,
leave it
totally.
there for him.
Like a cat. Do you want to be in the tree?
That's your first success. Jinx, you're up.
Okay.
Warrior on deck.
I am going.
Remember, you have your
to-
retainers, your squire, and your drake.
Are we all within range of the?
You can be.
Okay.
Well, this,
Yeah, so we'll just pretend the Drake's leapt up here. Okay.
In lieu of casting Moonbeam,
Yeah.
I'm gonna run over. To,
You can still have moonbeam. You can still attack and concentrate. You just can't cast another concentration spell. you
Okay,
can
I
attack.
don't think lay on hands isn't concentration. That's just innate
Yeah.
because of the thing. Okay.
Yeah. So, it
So
doesn't-
I'm gonna run 20 feet to where Vor is.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hit him for 35 points.
Okay.
Of the other.
He places your hands on you. A blue light emanates from his hands, and all of a sudden, some of your wounds start to close up.
So you got 35 plus the one you have.
As he's kind of, you reach up and you grab his legs, or you grab onto him as he's being grappled right now and fighting inside this creature. So roll. What is it? What's your lay on hands?
35.
35 points of damage.
No, 35 points of healing. Yeah.
In one shot,
In
or
one
you rolled
shot.
it.
No, you can get it up to 35 at
So
one
you give
go.
him all of it
Yeah.
to Vor. Okay.
Thank you.
Boom. You
Now-
feel very
I hope
rejuvenated.
to roll well enough to make it worth your while, sir.
Yes.
Now that's
That's your
not an
action, and you still have a bit of movement left. Is it a free action? Is it a bonus action?
First,
It's probably full action if it's a spell.
Let's see.
If it says it takes one action.
Yeah, it is an action.
Okay.
All right, then my commoners are gonna attack.
Okay.
go commoners.
Why don't you throw them at him?
I'm gonna have you make a wisdom check for the commoners who are non-combatants
Okay.
to see if they have the.
10 for the one.
No.
18 for the next.
Okay, so the female, whose name is Aza, right?
Yep.
She starts to go and she kind of stops, even though you're like, get him. She's kind of like, ah. And the Urzath grabs his kind of blacksmith hammer and kind of charges at him. Roll an attack.
19.
Plus whatever, doesn't matter. It hits.
Okay.
Okay, hits him with his hammer.
Nice.
Okay, what's... Is that 1d4?
Mm-hmm.
2. Oh, I saw it works, okay. 2 points of damage.
Okay, he comes over and he hits him like this, but because it's bloody, it gouts heated blood all over him. Takes 14 points of fire damage. How many hit points does he have?
He's now minus 10.
Well, so he goes unconscious.
Okay.
He falls unconscious as he gets doused with this fire. Starts to hold his hand and falls kind of like.
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't want a part of that. I
Squire's
don't get
gonna
that
go
on
now.
me.
Okay,
Like,
takes out
why
his
am I-
rapier.
Yep.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
Yeah,
Thank
well, I
you.
am helping. It's just I don't want to.
Dying.
I'm helping you.
12.
From the tree all
I
the
can't
way
help
over
you
there.
if I'm dead. You're not helping us
No.
because you're dead.
It's a miss.
So
And now
I'm
the
not
Drake.
dead. Dying.
Now the Drake's gonna bite
Savable.
him.
Savable.
eaten. being digested.
I'm trying to
Savable.
cut you out, buddy.
Savable.
I'm trying to catch you out with my arrows. Oh my gosh.
Natural 1.
120 and like
That's
8
enough crit
ones.
fails, okay,
He,
guys? No more,
he-
all right?
He's never been in combat. Like, are we okay? Yeah.
Is that
He's
going to
never
be
been
our,
in combat
our,
like this. He goes
our,
to attack.
channel name?
And
Crit
he,
fail?
He misses.
Oh, man, I hope not.
He's freaked out.
Now he attacks with bite and tail. Does that
No,
negate?
who does? Oh, you're talking about the
Drake?
Drake?
Yeah.
He has 2 attacks, or he can
does.
do either one.
He got a natural
Does it
1
say
on the first.
multi-attack?
It is. It's bite and
Okay.
bite and tail.
Okay. So he can still attack with his tail.
Okay. No, he can't.
Okay. All right.
I'm glad I
Harshnag's
dragged
turn.
them into the battle.
Harshnag rears back again with his axe, takes another shot. Oh, that is maybe not so good. He comes back and he's trying to find a spot. He's got Vor in his mouth. He's got you inside, and he can't find. He's like, I wait for a shot. I can't. I don't want to hit. And he's like worried about obviously hurting you guys, and doesn't.
And I yell, just hit him.
We can heal them later.
They're already dead.
Remorhaz still has you in its clutches.
Yeah. Wait, did I not get my turn there? Jinx went.
I healed him, but he didn't.
I didn't get my turn yet.
Oh, well then you do.
Okay, because I go before him.
Give me a strength check. You're currently grappled.
20. Not crit. Not.
You manage to force his jaws open, and he lets go of you.
Okay.
Where is the
I want to
Remorhaz
slam an axe
He's
down
at the
in his
bottom.
face.
What's that?
I want to slam an axe down in his face.
Okay.
Crit fail.
Oh my
Are you serious? You need to stop using the tower.
What are you talking about?
But he's
I
getting them
rolled
over
6
there.
20s one game, and today I'm going to roll 6 crit fails in one game.
Wow.
All right, well, I still have another attack, so.
Wow. You should roll in the tower. It's doing well for you.
Oh, yeah, well, it did once.
Okay, go ahead. One more attack.
For my second attack? Yeah. All right, this, what is that, a 17 hit?
That's a hit. Just.
Yay! It did a thing. All right, that's 10 damage.
Okay.
Sad, guys. The fiery blood will.
7 points of fire damage.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, we're back up to Balabear.
Giant?
He didn't attack because he's afraid to hit.
Oh.
We're not solar strange.
I just.
Rux.
Yep. Hurry up.
Crit.
Oh.
Yay!
5 in a row.
All right. So he is doing the. Sorry, that would be a bite attack.
Just try a verbal attack.
My D8.
You can't do anything, right?
You can do that, right? You can
Right.
taunt people.
I think I can.
No?
Just out of game.
Insult? Okay.
12.
Yeah. I cast cutting words.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Very
15 damage.
There's that.
In the immortal words of Matt Mercer, how do you want to do this?
Oh, finally.
All right, so I guess Vrux bites right into its hide.
I thought you were going to say crotch. Go on.
No, that'd be something I would say. That's
Feels
it's
McGill's
funny
leg and
Yeah.
pulls him out through the hole.
Wow! And just fiery blood just pours all over the snow, steam rising, and falls onto its side.
Good kitty.
And McGill is lying beside Rux, currently unconscious.
All right. And Vrux is licking you, trying to
Hey,
heal your wounds for you.
I
but-
want to come down and I'll run over and join the group here.
Okay.
Thanks. You want to do some medicine or something? What do
Oh,
you-
no, I can't.
Did you lose any hit points there? You okay in that
I
tree?
can't do that. I just want to
Yeah?
make a point of pulling out my arrow. I don't think I can use it again, but
No,
I'm just
it's
getting.
like
I know I can't use it again, but I just.
It's like half and it's smoking.
I'm just proud that I stuck him. I want people to know I'm proud that I
You
did.
didn't get a splinter
okay.
up
That I
there,
did.
did you?
McGill, what do you do?
Okay.
Are you asking me that?
That saving throw.
I don't think you are. Nice.
You come to with 1 hit point.
All right.
All of a sudden we go.
That was good. Yeah. Oh man, I'm so mad at this thing. I'm probably still hacking at it. Just so
Yeah.
you know.
Heartsnake
Still
says,
taking
"Oh,
fire
very
damage from it?
good.
Yeah.
You did it. I'm so proud of you. That's a good one. That's big too. I've never seen one so big.
Oh, I need a rest.
Yeah, you look like you do.
I
Drop
could
where
use
you
one,
lie.
too.
I agree.
And that
This
is,
thing's warm. Who needs a fire?
and that's where we're in the session for tonight, guys.
Nice.
First live stream down. Thank you for everyone who's watched it and everyone who will watch it.
I promised a few viewers
Yes.
that you would now tell people what your characters are. Just because they've been following this whole time going like,
Yeah.
like, at what point will you explain to us?
Sure.
Yes.
So, yeah.
I like it.
All right, so I'm a roguish gnome. I'm a pretty happy guy on the surface, highly deceptive. I just put on a happy face for everybody. Seem to go along with what they want. I try to plunder what I can without being caught. And I'm a little bit two-faced. I do have a friend. I would consider McGill a friend. We've been together for a long time here, but the other guys I don't really feel any particular.
No,
connection to.
Dave. You wanted to explain the character, not who you are in real life. If you could.
Brandon.
I really don't like
All right.
anyone.
So, I'm Vor, known as Bloodfist in the arena. Originally bred by a drow wizard from a drow and an orc for the arena. It's kind of his last-ditch effort before he died. So yeah, I'm a fighter, champion, with a gladiator background.
All right.
Nice.
McGill. So
Freshly almost digested by
almost
Remorhaz.
digested. Looking really good though. By the way.
Oh yeah.
So Salcad McGill Ostentare. I'm a wood elf, who is aspiring to be more than just a wood elf, as all fantasy stories go. Looking to be a blade singer, so his name actually translates into Dancing Blade, Defender of the Forest. He is a ranger, outlander, knows 5 different languages: Elvish, Common, Giant, Draconian, and Goblinoid.
Likes long walks on the beach.
It does, yes, absolutely.
Nights by the fire.
Yeah.
Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolt.
Michael Bolton.
I'm playing Zephyros Shelik. I've let the party down by not investing in Hero Forge yet, so I don't actually have a.
Hero Forge rocks.
Yeah, I don't actually have a miniature that accurately represents my character, but I'm 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
300 pounds, silver dragonborn.
Paladin.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I thought I was the tank until I met the ranger and realized that I'm now just wimpy rogue by comparison. So
What do you mean?
nothing. Just I'm talking. Can you shut up? Anyway, we prior to this we had gone to visit my settlement, my entire family, and found most of them butchered by frost giants. So
By the DM.
by the DM. And to clarify, I spent hours creating a giant backstory of aunts and relatives, and gave personality to my parents and their relatives, and the DM killed most of them.
But now he's invested.
Yeah, now I can't quit because now I have to get revenge on my DM in some form or another.
Cheers.
It may take the place. It may take the form of Leroy Jenkins, or I may have to attack a gazebo if it shows up. It'll be one of the two.
That's
so.
awesome.
Anyway, that's me, and I look forward to entertaining you as you follow us along with our adventure.
Awesome.
Good game tonight, guys.
Any questions? Any further? Anything like that we have here?
Let me see. Yeah. Does anyone on the stream have any questions? Velis or Starships and Steel.
Anybody got questions? A couple more minutes here.
Roll for damage. It's really a lot later than we. Oh, what is the DM drinking?
Oh, this is amaretto. It was on the rocks 3 hours ago. It no longer is. But it's warm and it's nice.
Anyone else? What is everyone else drinking?
I'm having a bottle of Syrah.
A whole
I'm almost
bottle.
done. I'm almost done.
And you were like, a couple times, you were like looking like you were dying.
I'm not feeling well. I'm really got a
He's
fever
really
and a
into the
headache,
character.
but I think
So.
that the wine is going to help because it's
Your
fruit.
your method acting is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. The alcohol is going to kill whatever bug he's got.
That's what I'm hoping.
That's the right.
That's what I'm
That's what you're
hoping.
thinking. So.
Brandon,
works.
you drink
Nicely
anything?
done.
Water.
Water. Brandon's our resident water drinker. Todd?
Rickard's red.
Rickard's red.
Very good. Didn't you have a drink of ginger beer before? Or was it always?
I did.
Very
Krabbies.
good. Krabby's ginger beer. What about you?
Normally, I would bring a bottle of
Milk. The bottle of milk.
Is it-
He's a
That's
baby.
For
Milk.
Dwarf milk.
Normally, it'd be a bottle of absinthe, but I came up empty-handed tonight, so
Fellas,
probably a good thing because if I had been drinking, this might have been a little more off the rails than it already was. So it's probably to your benefit, dear listener or viewer, that I was abstaining this evening. So
which apps do you use for your stats and spells? So this is the last question. Let's.
D&D Beyond.
yeah,
D&D
Beyond.
Beyond.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Although I do like 5e character builder for Android. I don't know if it's on iOS right now. Might be.
Yeah, D&D Beyond is just an HTML5 website, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct.
Really nice.
But
That's
it
right.
takes care of all the stats as soon as you level up. Everything gets populated the way
Yeah.
it should be. So
Yeah.
it's very convenient.
Although we're waiting for Unearthed Arcana to be loaded onto
Oh,
Yeah,
D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
so
True.
Beyond still has some stuff to be desired.
that's why I was bouncing back and forth between different apps. I've created a PDF of the Unearthed Arcana to sort of merge the two.
Yeah. No, Kirst did a good job developing it. It's great.
Yeah.
Really good.
Cool, guys.
All right.
Last
Once
words?
again, this is our live session. We'll probably be doing it hopefully every week. That's the plan moving forward. Love to hear from you guys. We will post versions of the video on our streams. It'll be on Twitch, and then we'll also post on YouTube as well. At the same time,
Apologies to any viewers that are under 18. In case there's emotional
Yeah, like my
scarring, and that
kids,
will
yeah.
continue. So
yeah, and a lot
Be
of the
warned.
scenery, terrain, this DM screen, a lot of the things that you see around us, we make ourselves. We have a tutorial channel, youtube.com/RealmSmith. It's the same channel you'll find the live sessions, and you can see how we made some of this stuff, and then obviously how we use it. And we're going to do that every week, where we'll make something out of the terrain or a terrain piece, and then we'll actually use it in our session. So you'll see how we put it to work. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night. We'll see you again soon.
Noise.